straight West Coastin'. Broke that green, we focus, always on this straight West Coastin'. It don't matter if you gang bang, so good, everybody do the same thing. And we just chillin', posted, bitches scoping, straight West Coastin'.
Yeah, that was Ron G right there with Straight West Coastin'. You're listening to the Heavy T Grow Show on DFZ Radio. If you missed last week's episode, here's the recap. Stay tuned. We'll be live right after this.
Previously on Heavy T's Grow Show.
Straight up. What else is going on, man? You got some questions about
you know
getting
what
started?
I do need? You know what I do need, Heavy T? This is what I do need. I'm looking for a puppy, man.
Yeah, this is true. I just got a new dog. I got a little beagle. His name's Tater Tot.
Tater Tot the Beagle.
That's what we did. We had Genghis Khan, the rooster, and he.
You guys named it Genghis Khan?
He looked like he was a straight savage, and he ruled that territory like nobody's business. He was pimping. He was garden pimping like 101.
How many plants do you speculate would yield 100 pounds of bud?
Well, that indoor.
Indoor.
So what you're going to be looking at, a standard thing, is a goal of 2 pounds per 1,000 watt.
Right.
So 50 lights, you'll get 100 pounds. And again, it's not about the number of plants; it's about your canopy, plant material.
Right, yeah.
Because I could grow one huge plant and veg it for a long time and get it real big where it covers more space.
Pounds.
And it's about the energy, you know?
How much space am I looking to use? Like, how much space do you think that'll...
Well, go ahead and do the math, okay? 50. If every light, let's say, is a 5x5, 25 square feet, you're going to need 50 lights if you get 2 pounds of light. So what's that, 1,250 square feet? 1,250 square feet of canopy. Add another 25% for walkways and walkways around and in its storage. Water storage. Another 25% for dry area. And if you're using a veg, black market cultivators, what size veg do you recommend for in a percentage of your flower room?
Like 25% of your flower room should be dedicated to veg, and the more the better, because then you could get them bigger before they go into flips. You'll have less time there, and you can have 2 areas in the veg room where there's kind of like babies on one half and plants that are almost ready to flip on the other type of thing.
Your own distribution.
Another question, the last one for right now.
You smoke too much weed, playa.
Jeez, I did play.
If you're talking about 20 plants, that's 5 lights. Okay, 5 lights is a lot fucking easier to take care of than 20 lights. And 20 lights is a lot easier to take care of than 50 lights. That is, if you just jump into 50, you need to make sure you have some good support if you've only been doing smaller grows. And I'm not trying to shoot on you or anything. I'm just letting you know.
No, yeah.
The scalable part, it's a tough for people to grasp, and the labor that's needed. All right, Dutch Master, this is Rebecca calling in now.
Which wants to talk to Dutch?
You help her out, okay? Yeah. Dutch is always a ladies' man. Okay. You gonna do the old Duff routine?
No.
Go ahead, put the music on.
Not doing it. I can't believe you're playing this right now. What Duff used to say?
Hey girl.
Hey girl.
Is your
I don't think I'm not gonna say it.
All right.
So I got an idea now.
What?
We gotta somehow genetically modify cannabis with apples and corn and oranges, and it'll encourage America to eat their fruits and vegetables.
Dude, they would never do that because, of course, it's so illegal. It's federally, it's still federally legal technically.
But I mean, if science was allowed to do
if
its
we get that, it will happen. I'm telling you, if they, there's no
we
reason
could have
why
like
they
45% THC
try
avocados.
to do something like that.
That would be
Whoa.
No, you could just straight up pick the
That would be the
apple.
superfood.
Yeah.
Black market cultivator.
And now,
he's
yeah.
convinced Bill Gates is coming with tattoo.
Bill Gates is crazy.
Tattoo to put in him, and he's got his AR ready in case the vaccine comes. And now he's like, let's genetically modify food.
And she's like, what kind of weed do you like? What's your favorite strain of sativa? What's your favorite strain of indica? And she was just like totally jocking. I was like, you know what? I got some guns to shoot. I gotta go. I heard you could drive through strip club now.
How does that work? Drive through?
They just got the parking lot with some stripper poles in there. You pull up to the car, and then they got like a little gate around it, and you can throw your money right out that window. That's all that matters.
Just make it rain out your window.
Hey. Auto flowers will never be top shelf. Hey, you know, I know I'm becoming a better person because I've been holding back some absolutely ruthless shit I need to say. Coming back after these messages. All right, 562-653-0707. Let's go to the next caller. Who do we got, Sam?
Churro.
We got the churro. Oh, churro.
Yeehaw! How y'all doing, my people?
You know, I don't think Churro has a question. I think he's just bragging about his. He just wants to talk.
He's loving life right now, and that's what's up.
And you know what I'm going to hook you up with, Churro? I'm going to send you some Purpinator. It's going to bring out the mandarin more.
Yay!
It's going to be the bomb, and it's going to bring out the colorine.
Yes, that's
all right.
That's a new terpene, the colorine, the limonene.
I'll send you some smart pots as well. And when it's all done, man, we're going to have to get together and check out your mandarin. Yeah. How many people believe that Churro has threaded eyebrows?
Yeah.
All right, let's pull up Churro one last time. Churro. Hey, Churro.
Yeah.
Hey, you thread your eyebrows?
Do I do what?
You thread your eyebrows?
No, I don't, sir.
All right, Churro, stay on the line, player. This is his one chance. We'll bring him up, see if he plays ball.
Hello.
Yeah,
Vinny.
He knew he was on.
What up, Vinny?
What's cracking?
How you living?
Man, I'm stressed out. They got me over here dying on this coronavirus bullshit.
It's good to hear from you.
Let's bury the hatchet.
Question,
let's bury the hatchet.
I ain't tripping on shit. Really, what I'm worried about is Horty, but I'll ask a question first.
Yeah, you should be worried about Horty. We all worried about Horty.
I know. Dude, I am every nationality there is. Pick one, I am it.
Okay, well, nationalities that has nothing to do with race. That's a nation you were born in, fool.
I like how you guys put that foot step above behind the counter, like you're taller than everybody. And shit.
So I'm taller than you. I'm taller than you. That don't matter.
I can't believe it. All right, I just unblocked you because you called us out on real shit. I am now reblocking you.
Yeah, I try to apply the black market to be a trimmer. He said no. So fuck you then.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have any handicap access.
Yeah, I was like, you speak English. That's just a disqualification.
I look stupid. I got red hair, short. That's why I gotta shave my head.
He got a little dick.
Nah, dick big as fuck though. That's just black.
This was dumb.
I got a big purple dick.
That's a myth.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's just purple, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Vinny does say you need a half-hour segment weekly.
We gotta get him a half-hour segment.
Hey, real shit though. Hey. Where's Horty at though? Like for real.
I thought you talked to him.
I thought you had to talk. Yeah, well,
I did, but I want to know your version. You gotta tell me a different version than you.
I cannot confirm or deny
that he's living in his warehouse. What type of shotgun were we shooting at the range yesterday?
What is a Kel-Tec?
Damn, with the Jeopardy music, he said it like that.
It was a Kel-Tec AFG.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, Peter. You just won $250 worth of groceries via Instacart. Who's hooking you up with the freshest grow gear and the dopest grow knowledge?
Heavy T's Grow Show.
That's right, my man.
DFCRadio.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Talking about the Heavy Tea Road Show. Knowing someone better than your show. And everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Heavy Tea Road Show.
He can't run the show. No, he can't no more. What is? Welcome to Heavy Tea's Grow Show. Right here on DFC. I'm wearing my mask tonight. Just for this little bit because I got to drink White Claws.
How do the viewers even know it's you?
I am not.
The second wave. Second wave, brother.
Gentlemen, I'm not scared. We are social distancing in the studio like we have this entire pandemic when we decided to bring Heavy Tea back to the masses. Make it available to everybody, right, on DFZ Radio, YouTube, iTunes, basically anywhere you can find your good and horrible podcast. Which one are we? We've been called both, so we'll continue to do it. I don't mind wearing the mask. It's not a big deal to me to try, and if I'm in contact with people that I am unfamiliar with, my unimmediate family that I know where they've been, I'm okay with it. It's not demoralizing me. It's not making me feel like anything less. What it is a precaution that I don't mind taking to help my brethren.
Yeah.
My fellow citizens
What I
out
say
there.
is,
and this, supposedly the mask isn't going to keep you from
do I
potentially
need to do my
getting
Fauci
sick.
impersonation?
It is going to be where you aren't projecting the stuff out your mouth, because your eyes can receive it too. You're not wearing a face shield or anything. They're not asking you to do that. But if someone is coughing, sneezing,
I learned that from Oz.
drunk and spitting, we've all been there. I've done it to dozens of people in my life, including both of you at this table.
Yeah. I learned that from Oz.
Not during COVID.
In an episode of Oz, there's a guy that they're walking like
Oz
a cellmate.
was a great series.
Yeah, there's a cellmate. They're walking down, and they're passing each other, and this guy just fucking takes some spit, puts it on his finger, and like flicks it on the guy's eye, and he's like, it's like the death wish. He's like, you got HIV, motherfucker.
He's like, now you got my disease.
You got HIV, motherfucker. Like,
damn.
This shit is real. That's all. That's what I'm.
That was in Silence of the Lambs too.
Orange in the new is the new black has nothing on Oz. Oz was the legit shit.
Hey, people forget about Oz.
I don't forget about Oz.
Never forget.
I had forgot, but I own the entire shit. I need to watch that with my 8 and 4-year-old.
You're welcome.
Life lessons.
But you know what I always say is no one knew who I was until I put the mask on.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyways, guys, if it helps, just like washing your hands, just like anything. The analogy that I heard was like, yeah, if you don't want to wear the mask, just don't go around other people, and if they're wearing it, it's a thing of respect that they're trying to protect you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you want to equate it to a freedom thing? Well, listen, you don't want to put brakes on your car, and you think that's free? Right?
But free country. Why do I need brakes?
So we want you, because we don't want your free ass flying into our windshield.
In all seriousness,
that was Trevor Noah that said that. And I was like,
gas. In all seriousness, though, like what the mask does is it lets me know that you care about what's going on and the well-being of other people. You're not a sociopath. You're not out here going, I'm asymptomatic and I gotta go to the store too.
Yep.
And like, if you don't want to wear the mask, you don't have to go to the store.
Yeah.
Order your stuff and have someone with a mask deliver it to your porch.
You don't have to say anything to me. I look at you. I'm going, hey, this gentleman's wearing a mask. This young lady's wearing a mask. They respect what I might have. They don't know anything about me, but they respect that I might have something going on in my life that's different than theirs. And that's what the mask is. That's what it is. It's a signifier of respect and understanding of COVID-19, the situation that we're all dealing with. No one's left out of this. Every country in the world, besides like 2, which we don't know the names of, are not affected by this. You know what I mean? Everybody is.
They just
like,
don't have the internet
like
yet, so they
Iceland or
can't
something?
report
But
it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, who knows what the case is? But that's kind of what I'm on the lines with, and what I'm following is that's what that is. And the mask is more of a thing of, hey, I understand and respect this situation. I'm not going to not be a scientist and argue with scientists. I'm not going to be some person that rather give you their opinion than just wear the mask for 15 minutes, go do what I have to do about my day, go back home, and then take the mask off.
And yes, it is restrictive. You shouldn't be exercising with it and running around town with it.
Unless it's the dope Nike one that...
Or if you're around people, get
Unless it
one
says
that's
to do
around
so.
your neck and you pull up. But
Yeah.
these little masks right here, they're thicker paper. They're thicker than... It's like 4 or 5 coffee filters together, it feels like, right?
Dude, they get hot and you start sweating. It's hard to breathe.
These are easier to
through.
breathe in, but
But-
still you can't. The test that I've been using is I light a lighter, and if I can't blow the lighter out through my mask right up to it, then that's...
If I can't smoke my joint through the mask, then it's a good mask.
Yeah, we took a
then my
dab
s-
through the
then my
mask
snot,
last week.
My snot, my spit, and any other mucus that comes out of
Right.
all of our mouths will be trapped in there.
Right.
Okay, so that's our COVID rant right there about what we think about that. But
Gotta
seriously,
do it.
seriously, don't be an asshole. If you want to be around your family and stuff without it, yeah. But you want to go out, it's basically you're saying, I don't
Dude.
care about you.
Yeah, hard conversation today with my mother, my own mom, asking if she can come see her grandchildren. Like, it's fucking weird. But it is it's what it is. You know what I mean? That's just the thing. She takes that. She doesn't know how I totally feel about it. We've had our conversations, but she doesn't know, so she still asks. My mom doesn't have to ask to come see her fucking grandkids, but
Yeah.
right now she does.
Yeah, but there's ways that we're seeing that you get around that, and it's not where
No,
you.
I
you
know.
set up a lawn chair and
Right.
you let mom.
But
you,
it's still unusual.
you let mom
I've
squat
seen
in the
that.
yard if she gotta take a pee.
It's unusual. Yeah, you can't go. Hey, you can't go inside.
You put a bag over the mom. She could hug the grandkids.
You know, but that's
and then
just
take the bag
that's
out.
what I'm saying. Is that's just an unusual conversation to have, and that's what we're dealing with. Is an unusual time. We're not used to this. We're not used to having to act like this, and especially for this long. What's it been 3 months almost now? I mean,
So listen, positive thing coming out of COVID, right? Things are coming out. It was my mother's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
I love you.
We're talking about moms right now.
Grandma Heavy Tea, happy birthday. I don't think she'll appreciate that.
I don't think
it's Mimi's. Happy birthday, Mimi's. We did a blues song for her, my son and I, and made it special, which she loved. But also, so that's a positive. My son and I have been. He plays the ukulele. I've learned a little ukulele, but I've rediscovered my guitar playing from back in my early years, and we put it together, and it was pretty cool. I may have the nerve to play it if I get drunk enough tonight.
You don't have your guitar,
We got enough drink.
I have it recorded.
Mr. Burgundy. You did not bring your
I have it recorded. Also, where I live over in Los Alamitos High School, their graduating class, they did a complete parade of all the graduates and the teachers. It lasted about an hour and a half, but right down my main street that I live on, and sat out there with maracas and tambourines and congratulated all the grads and all of that. It was a moving moment for the neighborhood and seeing the community that came together. And I believe this is the norm in all of our communities, that we have an overwhelming majority that are feeling it for their brethren, for their neighbors, for their family, and want to do certain things to appreciate them, let them know, hey, these seniors, they got their senior year taken away. The baseball team came by, and you know what a baseball guy I am. I see them come by, and I'm thinking, dude, their whole senior season was wiped out. They didn't even get to play their senior year, and all the hours that those kids play. They play year-round from the time they're 8, 9 years old, 3-4 days a week. And to come to their senior year, a lot of them might not play after that, won't play after high school. There won't be a college scholarship. There won't be a single AA or AAA contract. They just got fucked.
That's done.
But seeing the community come out, and I believe that's the thing. And focusing on those type of stories are awesome. If you have those type of stories, we'd like to hear them too. 562-653-0707. That is the phone number. We're talking grow. We're giving out grow gear. We've got the grand prize of $250 worth of groceries from Instacart and our sponsors. Let's start off talking with BMC. BMC's been laying low, and his memes have been kind of all over the place. We're back to the new low, which is what? The new low for packs.
The new low for even like Duff Outdoors 2000. If you
People are mad.
And I just rented out my greenhouses instead of growing?
If you got less than 2,000,
got rid of the greenhouse.
Go elsewhere.
Jeez, got rid of the greenhouse at the exact wrong time.
Man. Never let a good crisis go to waste.
I don't have a four-wheel drive vehicle any longer.
I'm down to light
So it's
dips.
$2,000 for outdoor. What about quality indoor?
I think they're doing 3,200. But I don't have quality indoor. I use phospholode and have spider mites.
So you get,
so what you
so
get?
He gets 25.
I'll take 24.
I'll take 2,024.
And that's here in California?
Yeah, in Southern California.
What is
No.
do you know where the lows are everywhere?
No, well, I mean,
Well, everywhere's higher than here.
Yeah,
You
we
need the
know
black
that.
market price
So
index.
just go up.
we could make an index map. Yeah, that's you
We
have the
just
United
go up.
States on there with the price for each state.
Every state distance that moves away
Yeah,
from California
it
goes up a point.
It goes up $1. Yeah.
So when you're in ATL, shorty, it's 32.
However many states that is, you count the lines, it's like another 12 points.
It's 32 all day.
So, Jack, that's what we need from you.
Yeah.
Is I need to know about this watermelon contest.
Yes.
First off, it's the non-racist. Explain the non-racist watermelon contest.
So, first,
Everybody loves watermelon.
yeah, me and Achu, it was his idea. He was like, "Hey, if you're growing watermelon."
Giving people's names out.
Well, no, he's the co-creator,
Yeah.
and so
We talked to Achu today.
yeah, Achu's like, "Hey, let's have a watermelon contest," and I was like, "Okay, whatever," and I was just like, "Yeah, if you want to compete, let's compete." And then he like made a post like, "Oh, me and Black Market are competing," so I thought like, "Oh, this is got to get more serious now because now he's made this post." Right. So then I made a thing saying, "Oh, we've got a watermelon contest." People started entering their watermelon plants, and then this other guy's like, "Man, I'm growing squash. Like, I wish I would have planted watermelon." So then I was like, "Okay, you could enter your squash. It'll be
Right.
be a non-racist contest,
Right.
like the race of the plant, not the race of the people."
No, you don't get to change the rules after the contest has been set.
No, I can because I invented it, and there's a constitution that I could amend at any point. So that's what we needed to address today.
What is you are the
Cannot amend.
you are the dictator.
First, me and Achu declared our independence, saying that we're the only watermelon contest on Instagram. Then we made a constitution creating the rules of the watermelon contest.
The Constitution can be amended.
And then we could amend the Constitution and add plants like gourds and pumpkins, and that's what we did. And then someone else had an avocado. She didn't have a pumpkin plant, so I'm like, all right, well, you could enter that. So now it's not even gourds; it's just plants.
So so originally you were not. It was not an offense to allow a squash into a watermelon contest because there's a ton of similarities in those plants, right?
Well, yeah.
But when you let the avocado in, that's just
Are they the same plant genius?
So, but if we don't let
Genius,
the avocado in,
They're not.
I
smart
know I'm a
plants?
genius.
They're not smart
I
plants.
know I'm a genius.
They're not smart
if we
plants?
don't let the avocado in, how is that not racist?
I'm a very stable genius.
You're talking about
that gets his meds from China.
The race of the plant.
There's no racism. There's no races.
There's-
There isn't any. There's only one race, Jack. Did you know that? And that's the human race, brother.
So the plants.
Yes, brother.
Plants can't be racist.
I got
So
a
that's
brother
why it's a
from Ghana.
non-racist watermelon
So you're
contest.
having a plant contest.
But it's a non-racist
What happened
watermelon.
to
You
Devin?
just need to change the name.
The
What?
plant contest.
Yeah.
But what about the guy?
Show me your fruit.
But what about the guy
Contest.
who entered a meme? And then I said, you know what? Your meme should be able to enter the contest. And then another guy sent me a picture of a broken humidifier.
And
I
you're
was like, you're in.
worse than the liberals.
This is not a contest.
You're worse than liberals.
So yeah, that's the thing is.
Did you see the one meme where it's like males and females have been affected by COVID-19 so terribly? What happened to all the 200 other
Yeah, where's all the other genders?
genders? Where are they?
Those are just mental disabilities.
This is you. We got a meme. A meme is allowed into a plant contest.
So yeah, the meme
identifies as a watermelon.
Yeah, exactly.
The meme identifies as a watermelon, so it's in. And so is the broken humidifier now. So maybe Achu, if he doesn't want the broken humidifier in there, we could amend that one back out.
Well, what is the prize for this fucking contest?
Yeah, can we get?
I think it's a T-shirt and like 5 seeds, but we haven't even.
I thought we were gonna get some mission fertilizer too, so people can grow.
And we'll give them some mission.
And like 5 seeds, are these like a good set of 5 seeds?
Yeah.
Or it's just like, hey, these are just 5 seeds.
There's some seeds that I got next to my volcano at my house.
All right, fuck yeah. They're probably. I mean, if BMC's been fucking with them, they're probably decent genetics.
If they were in my bag, they're good.
We should start a company called Decent Genetics.
Decent Genetics is a good name.
Yeah.
If they're just okay.
You just said it live on a fucking.
Yeah, so that's us patenting it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. We can
patent
follow
pending,
that.
patent pending.
Patent pending. You can actually put patent pending unless.
But
you
we can announce
pending.
something on the air, and as long as it's saved.
Is that Devin?
On the air, we can do that.
All right.
It's copyright.
All right, check
That's
it out.
Copyright.
So we're gonna give all that stuff away. What about growing better watermelons, guys? Growing better watermelons.
You gotta.
First off, you're gonna get fucking dead spots and stuff on the ground.
There's a theory.
What's the theory? I've seen them
There's
hung
a
in
theory
sacks off the ground.
There's a theory for all.
Those dead
sorts.
spots are supposed to be
You're
good.
supposed to just you're supposed to remove all the fruit besides one.
Yep.
Ooh.
And you let the entire plant, you let the leaves and everything grow, but you remove all the fruit.
All the
you
other
gotta be
bulbs.
out there and remove the flowers as they start to come. And then all that energy, like we do with pruning, all that energy will go to that one. So with melons, and squash, all those, they're 90% water. That all just translates to the water.
They drink a lot of water.
Yeah, going straight to that one, and it's swelling with water. And that's what gives you a large fruit.
Damn, that's
it's
how
not
going to
be the most. Maybe melons would be okay, but when you get into
That'll be
squashes, if you get too big, it's a cool sight to see. It's a cool thing,
But it's not a good squash.
But yeah, you're gonna eat like you stuff those things. Like that would be like the one time you're like, we cooked a chicken in a watermelon. You know, like because the watermelon's probably not gonna be that good.
Why do you gotta be all racist? Chicken and
That's
watermelon?
not racist. I just that's not racist.
You got non-racist.
That's
you
not
got
racist.
non-racist
All I
chicken
did was
watermelon?
merge two great things. Simple.
Are we gonna put a can of Kool-Aid in his butt too?
Bro, we're serving Kool-Aid on the side for show. And you know it's mostly sugar with like it's like
And this is the non-racist heavy
it's
tea
4
show.
cups of sugar per one packet.
This
of
is the
Kool-Aid.
most diverse show
and
ever.
That's low. We're
got
talking about old
the new low.
We've got an old fat bald white guy. We got a younger fat bald white guy. We got Dutch at the end with dreadlocks. And
He's
then
hard
we got,
to identify with.
Then we got the guy off camera that just looks like he's ready to bang bang.
Damn, is that
Vato Loco.
Saint's the nicest guy I've ever met.
Yeah, until he was yelling at that guy at the front door today.
And our screener is Chinese. That's every race.
Let a motherfucker keep the door open unnecessarily in this COVID time. I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
He was yelled at so
At
hard.
this point, we're
that
locking our front door to protect you.
the person who was yelling might have been partially dying on their lunch. And their last words would have been, "Go to the fucking door!" As they fucking die on whatever the fuck you were eating.
Halibut tacos.
Halibut tacos.
They're fucking delicious, too.
That doesn't give you any sort of clue on who was yelling.
That was my white privilege. But the other guy was white, too, so it's okay.
He was not white. He was confusing at most. I don't know if he was gay, straight, Mexican, Asian, maybe.
Whatever. Why's it gotta be about race? We're gonna talk more about race, but first, it's now time
Only one race.
for the news. This is a whole new news segment. We got you got it coming up. Let's see if we can get it up. Click on it. Hey, Chef, go live right now.
Go live, Chef.
All right, Chef is gonna be doing the news, but it's actually not Chef. It's Chad.
Chad.
It's Chad. Let's see if he could.
Chad via the
Let's see if he could get it going. All right, here we go. I'm pulling him up.
There he is.
Oh my gosh! Oh, get him on there, full screen. We gotta see that fool. Get his ass up there. All right, here he comes. Oh, way to not have this ready. Just leave it how it is.
Dude,
It
he's
looks good.
doing it live, bro.
Yeah, I'm on the fly, bro.
I know. We're building the spaceship as it goes to Mars.
He's on there. He's good.
All right, here we go. You got the audio too, Saint?
We got audio through the phone.
No, it's through the Instagram Live, like I told you.
Well, they go. They're gonna hear it. We're not gonna hear that.
We can't hear him.
Not through our audio.
All right, then let's go to the phone.
Right now.
Let's go to the phone.
Right now.
Go to the
get
phone.
on the phone for us.
He's on.
Chef, you there?
Yeah, he's talking.
Well, this is Chad, and I got another news segment for you guys at
my
DFZ Radio. I've got my ears on the street, Brad.
All right, this is Chad. The news with Chad, I'm sorry, but he's on Chef's Instagram because Chad can't afford his own phone.
That's it. This just in, Massachusetts pot shops reopened. Customer lines were around the block with curbside pickup available. Somerset has long lines formed outside the Massachusetts pot shops, so that's pretty crazy. It's been a wild reopening. And in the Dorchester, dozens of customers stood outside on the sidewalks waiting to be serviced by their local, Cool Beans guy.
Nice. That sounds good.
All the way over in Maryland, what if I told you guys this? In Maryland, just 10% of cannabis investors are people of color, bro. Like, just 10%. Additionally, only 34 black investors account for 75% of the black investors in Maryland in the cannabis industry, bro.
Well,
that should bother people, bro.
Well, there's only 3% black people in Orange County.
And Chad, let me tell you this.
No.
Yeah, it's under,
bro.
actually. It's under.
Chad, let me tell you this.
Social inequities at its being held back because of the stigma, bro. I thought we weren't going to have a bunch of back and forth, bro. Do I need to call my dad? Because I'll call my dad, bro.
Shut up. All right? But I was just going to say 90% of investors are Canadian in California. Fuck that.
Yeah, the Canadians are coming, bro. The Canadians are coming.
Two of by land, one of by sea.
No back and forth. Let's
go over to West Virginia, bro. I got some news in West Virginia. So doctor registrations began in West Virginia on Thursday, and they must complete a registration application process of 4 hours of education and courses online. And the physician registration trainings are essential basically to stopping the epidemic of not having weed. So that will be set up, and that's a huge step in the right direction. So I guess I'm a doctor in West Virginia now. That's pretty fucking cool. And I don't know if you guys know, but I'm also a fucking musician. Because you guys, remember, you guys were the ones, man. You guys said no LEDs. You guys said no LEDs. LEDs weren't going to be a thing, man. Remember? Remember, man? Well, I just want to tell you, you were wrong. Because money for nothing, that's the way you do it. You can grow for nothing with your LED. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and you grow for free. Money for nothing, power is free. Tap on the power with your LED. That's the way you do it. When the power is free. Money for nothing. When you grow with your LED. I want my LED. Dad, tell him, Dad, I want my LED. I got my LED. I got my LED. All right, boys, just a little insight into the news, according to Chad.
Chad, what happened to your co-host, Karen?
Karen, dude, she's out there working for Carol Baskins now.
All right.
So look, dude, it's a tiger eat tiger world, and if you're not ready to come to the jungle, then dude, you better call my dad. Because Chad's dad, he'll get you hooked up with your own lion rescue. We're doing tigers now mixed with ligers. Ligers, bro. Ligers are my friend. I like ligers and tigers and exotic Joe.
Chad, man, you must have.
Not like that.
Your dad invested a lot in your piano lessons. You got skills.
Hey, I seriously missed the studio. I took lessons to learn the piano so that maybe if I came through, Saint would let me touch his keyboard, bro.
You got the skills, bro.
Good
bro,
work.
I'm telling you, hey, LEDs, money for nothing when the power's free.
I felt that. We'll have to chop that out. Hey, Chad.
Upstate Grow Rank got shit on me.
You need to make a parody song for him, for your friend Chef. He'll like that.
This is the Hydro Chef, a.k.a. Chad, signing out. Tune in, DFZ Radio, 562-653-0707.
Thanks, Chad, man. We appreciate you calling in and doing the news straight from his... Damn, that fool has a grand piano and shit. You can turn down the phone. No. He's
I want to hear him rock out, dude.
He's still playing in the background. Dude, turn down the phone line, Saint. I'll let him rock out.
He's rocking, bro.
Oh, man. Hey, so some other news out there. The world, we talked about COVID a little bit. It's been fucking hounded. You turn on the TV, the radio. I know everyone doesn't want to hear that all the effing time. And I don't want to talk about it all the time. It's evolving and whatnot, but other things like that are happening with police and unarmed black males again.
Fuck the
world. Always, dude. This young man, even after Eric Gardner, all the time that's gone by, and to see something very similar happen to an unarmed black man where he was essentially murdered on the street.
In handcuffs.
For
black people
check
being
forgery.
killed on the streets.
Check forgery.
Since the beginning of
I know.
creation of this country.
I know, but right now, I mean, and you'll see it happening in Minnesota.
Now they're doing it on TV.
They
and
are
on
setting
cameras.
the world on fire.
Yeah, he didn't
and
care
this
that
is
he
the
was getting
type
filmed.
of thing, and in these moments where people are feeling more financially stressed, emotionally stressed, physically stressed, all of these elements that the people that have been oppressing and also using laws that were formed in a system that were institutionalized to perpetuate racism. And they are.
Yeah.
The whole system needs to be redone. But this son of a bitch police officer stood on this man's neck while he was handcuffed for check forgery. Where in the fucking world is it a capital punishment crime that you can be killed for? Not just killed, but
they call that
tried,
a white collar,
sentenced, and murdered, executed in the fucking street of a spot that you did supposedly
accused
a non-violent crime.
You need to be proven
it's a
guilty
white collar.
still. Yeah.
It's a white.
And then you see this Karen in the fucking park in Central Park acting
choking her
and
dog out.
become dramatized because an African American bird watcher asked her to leash her dog, which are the rules there, so they don't scare off the birds or kill any potential birds because they're out there with these huge cameras. Bird watchers are like growers. They want to have the exotic bird that they can catch. They go there every day
to find that
for
bird.
years to just get one picture of a certain bird that is so elusive.
I would be.
It's like an orchid hunter.
I get that, but I would be thrown off just as much as her because I don't know no black people that watch birds.
Okay,
but
nonetheless, and how she was saying, I'm gonna call if you don't like stop asking me to leave. I'm gonna call the police and say an African American is threatening me. This bitch straight try to get that fool murdered.
We've seen so many of those though. There are black people that would be driving out of their homes and stop and be like, people will be like, "What are you doing here?" They're like, "I live here." They're like, "Oh, really? Where? Tell me your address." Da da da. And it's like,
prove that you live here.
Yeah, those are all over the place.
It's this thing where it's like, oh.
The one where she followed the guy in the elevator?
Yeah, because you don't feel comfortable.
She was like, how do I know you really live here?
But because you don't feel comfortable about something means that I don't belong here?
It's like, would you do that to a white person? How do I know you really live here? That's
right.
That's
you wouldn't. You wouldn't. And that's the point.
Dude. And then in, was it Georgia, where that was father and son basically ambushed the guy that they suspected of being a burglar or not. And people are like, well, maybe he was. There's video of him going through a
capital punishment
through a construction project. By the way, there's videos of other people going through the construction project, young, old, black, white.
Yeah,
everything.
And capital punishment though.
Nothing was ever taken.
It's not necessarily murdering somebody
or ambushing them and putting it into your own hands.
Even if he had,
I'm just saying this.
Even if he had stolen property,
I'm just saying this that at this point in history, right now, the division is getting
ridiculous,
larger and larger and clearer, and a socioeconomical, which means your money, There's a lot of people out of work and a lot of people in work, and the socioeconomics of it is that if you have a job that you make a lot of money, it's likely you can do it from home. If you have a job that you have to go do, line one saying, if you have a job that you have to go to work and physically flip burgers or mow someone's lawn or take tickets or do something like that, you can't work from home. And you have to go there, and those are the lower income, and unfortunately, most of those jobs belong to minorities.
I mean, but let's be honest.
Those type of
the
economics of this entire situation is gonna light the fucking world, the country on fire.
Yeah.
If we don't, as citizens, police our own fucking police.
Yeah.
It's to protect and serve. They're not a fucking military force.
They're not.
They're a law enforcement.
Peace.
Law enforcement doesn't mean killing people.
No.
Law enforcement doesn't mean being militarized.
But the majorities, the people there are white. There's Caucasian white people that are working these same jobs in the same area, and somehow have been convinced that the same people that are in the same socioeconomic bracket as them,
they think that
are different.
And immigrants are taking their jobs. Be like, and you want to have social mobility? The people above you there,
and that's the problem.
Are rich white people.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Exactly. So it's like you have these same people that are in the same situation, and they're wondering why black people or let's just say brown-skinned people that are different color than what they are moving into their neighborhoods. And it's like, because you are in the same bracket as them, they make the same amount of money. They're not invading your space. They are simply living in the same exact construct that you are, in the same makeup and everything else, and operating the same way that you are. And that's why they are where you're at. They're not misplaced there. They're not there for no reason. They're doing the same things that you're doing, whether it's really rich, whether it's middle or low level. They are doing the same things that you're doing. That's how they got there. They just didn't. So because a black guy's living in a nice neighborhood, he didn't sell drugs to get there. You know, he didn't break the law to get there.
No, he plays football really good.
Okay, sure, that's the truth.
Oh, my bad,
man. When I was growing up, when I was growing up, and you're dude.
I know you grew up around Charles White, Heisman Trophy winner.
Charles White, only something because of he's an athletic person. That's what I was taught. You focused on what would make you better, right? So education's one of them, right? But when education's harder for you to get because of the color of your skin, you go to the next thing, athletics. Those are two things that are at school always. And at your school. And you can be athletic or you can be academic.
Right. But going back to what's going on at this time and this time in history, like I said, this is they are rioting right now, and as citizens, I don't care if you're red, blue, whatever, you're Republican, Democrat. We have a duty to maintain our democratic process, maintain, I believe in the Second Amendment, the First Amendment. Yeah. I believe those people in Minnesota have the absolute right to tear down that fucking police station and put those police officers on notice that they're watching. And I'm not saying all police officers are bad. They're absolutely not. There's heroes out there, courageous motherfuckers that put their life on the line in a crazy high-stress environment that I can never even think about being part of or wanting to be part of. Right. A lot of them are ex-military. A lot of them have been in foreign conflicts. And they've been policing other cultures, other societies with a set of standards that don't meet the American democratic laws, and they look at them as the enemy. Mm-hmm. They come back here. Mm-hmm. They need extra police. They get the same weaponry, everything, no retraining, but they carry, very little retraining.
Just a different uniform, yeah.
They carry the same stigma. The people I'm policing are my enemies. Right. They're not my community.
Correct.
Yep.
And this has got to fucking change. Yep. And if it means that they got to burn down the fucking world to do it, then it has to change. I'm going to take a quick break. It's 17's Grow Show saying, you got my fucking song. This is Michael Franti right here. He made this after Eric Gardner died. But this is same today. Yep. We'll be right back. DFCRadio.com.
But today's a different day. You and me could make that change, but it's the same as it ever was. We better start today. America's a better place than it was 50 years ago. There's been a whole lot of change, but we got a long way to go. When we used to have a problem,
We used to call the police, but who we gonna call when the police make a problem? I'm not saying that they all bad. I'm not saying that I'm any better. All I'm just trying to say is we could all do a lot better. I say it in my own house, and I say it on the street. I say it on the record, y'all, and I say it on the beat. I paint it on the wall, y'all, so that everybody sees. When we all see justice, then we'll all see peace. It's the same as it ever was, but there's gotta be a better way. It's the same as it ever was, but today's a different day. You and me couldn't make that change, but it's the same as it ever was. We better start today. A revolution is a battle between the future and the past. The battle's never over, but the future's gonna last. Malcolm had an ex, yo, and the king had a dream. And like Spike Lee said, yo, you should always do the right thing. If the world's full of anger and everybody's got a gun, then what should I say, yo, to my teenage son? Mandela did lockdown for 28 years, but there's millions more, y'all, still raining down tears. I say it in my own house, and I say it on the street. I say it on the record, y'all, I say it on the beat. I paint it on the wall, y'all, until everybody sees. When we all see justice, then we'll all see peace. It's the same as it ever was, but there's gotta be a better way. It's the same as it ever was, but today's a different day. You and me couldn't make that change, but it's the same as it ever was. We better start today. They can try to divide us, they can try to increase all the pain and suffering, but this is everybody's street. There is just one love, y'all, and there is just one beat. And when we all see justice, then we'll all see peace. Same as it ever was, but there's gotta be a better way. Same as it ever was, but today's a different day. You and me couldn't make that change. It's the same as it ever was. Let's start today. Same as it ever was. We better start today.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
Hey, are you all right?
I don't know, man. I am freaking out. I think I'm having a bad trip, bro.
A bad trip? Things look fine to me. Looks like you just transplanted your girls into some happy hippie garden mix from Sanctuary Soils.
So I'm not freaking out?
Oh, you're freaking out all right, and I would be too. That's no ordinary potting soil you've got there. That's a premium organic blend that includes composted forest material, peat moss, perlite, pumice, lava rock, some of the best worm castings available. humic shale ore, dolomite lime, azomite, soy meal, and gypsum.
That's a lot of stuff. Did you just read all that? You just blew my mind, man.
It's a lot of good stuff that you can only find in an organic, natural mix like Happy Hippie.
So what you're saying is, with Happy Hippie Garden Mix, I shouldn't panic because it's organic?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that, and you shouldn't either. Although I guess you aren't wrong. Here's the deal. You aren't having a bad trip, bro. This is all great news. You're providing your plants with everything they need to get off to an incredible start.
So I can't taste colors then?
No. But you will taste and see the difference in your fruits and flowers now that you're using Happy Hippie Garden Mix from Sanctuary Soil. For more information, you should check out bulksoil.com.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a Duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707, for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
DFCRadio.com.
Battle hymns for the broken, battle hymns for the misled, battle hymns for the wretched, the forgotten and the dead, battle hymns of redemption, of solidarity and pride. Battle hymns we will be singing at the turning of the tide. Can you explain to the mothers and the fathers of those who come riding home in coffins in their military clothes, shiny medals pinned to their dead teenage chests while the trumpets blare. And you lie your best, so ask all you want. From the dusk till the dawn, the answer's still no. 'Cause brother, I'm gone. Battle hymns for the broken, battle hymns for the misled, battle hymns for the wretched, the forgotten and the dead. Battle hymns of redemption, of solidarity and pride. Battle hymns we will be singing at the turning of the tide. Can you explain away the sleight of hand and the criminality of spending souls for oil? Well, in the mirror I can see I am the path that leads down. I am the dark and bloody hall. I'm the reaper, executioner, hangman, judge, and the law. So tie a yellow ribbon round the oak tree on the lawn. But the cavalry's not coming, 'cause brother, they're gone. Battle hymns for the broken, battle hymns for the misled, battle hymns for the wretched, the forgotten and the dead. Battle hymns of redemption, of solidarity and pride. Battle hymns we will be singing at the turning of the tide. So I'm sharpening my shovel, I'm firing the kiln, I'm blind and I am purposeful, a martyr on the hill.
Oh man,
the dream
I'm aerosoling all over.
Dreaming
Oh,
might be someone else's dream tonight.
We're talking about Second Amendment.
Whisper of misgivings.
Night
I'm the
watch.
fading tail light. I'm the call for retribution from the back of the smoke-filled hall. I'm the vow of bitterness. I'm the poison in the well. I've a photographic memory of the deeds I will avenge. I'm the cold in the river hollow. I've a hat pin, I've a plan, and I don't care of cause or consequence. Head shaved and body lean. I'm the go-getter, the score settler. I'm the shadow on the green. And there's a flock of blackbirds flying nearly 10,000 strong who set off this morning. And brother, they're gone. Battle hymns for the broken, battle hymns for the misled, battle hymns for the wretched, the forgotten, for the dead. Battle hymns of redemption, of solidarity and pride. Battle hymns we will be singing at the turning of the tide.
Welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show, right here on DFZRadio.com. All right, guys, it's time to start talking grow. 562-653-0707. We got a few callers on the hold. They're going to get some grow prizes and hopefully help us drop some grow knowledge right here on the show. All right, let's go to Compton, CPT. Start off with, we got Manny.
What's up?
How you doing, Manny?
Hey, Heavy T, how's it going? How's everybody doing?
I'm doing well, dude.
What's up?
What's going on?
My question is, I was growing indoors and came out awesome, but my electric bill was up the roof, so I had to stop.
Awesome.
So I moved outdoors, and I want to know. I got the veg down. You know, I get good veg, but I want when I was growing indoors, I had really nice swelled buds, and I'm kind of looking for that outdoors organically.
Okay. Yeah, and you can do things outdoors. It's usually good. The better the herb, the more consistent your environment. So you don't want it to get too hot, too cold. you want to make sure you're taking care of your pests and pruning heavily. And all these things are a little bit more difficult outdoors, right? If you just put it straight outdoors into the full sun, you're going to get outdoor weed. If you want to get something closer to light depth, which is where you're helping to control the environment and do it outdoor but inexpensively, you're going to need some shade cloth, 70% shade cloth, so you can keep that real intensity of the sun off of them and keep the heat down on those, because heat is one of the biggest factors in the environment that will cause degradation of your herbs, right? It also takes out some of the UVs.
It's enough sun to get through.
Yeah, but you're going to have a lesser yield because it's less energy, right? But you're going to practice the same things that you would do indoors with pruning, schwazing, all of that stuff.
Schwaze?
Yeah, Schwazy. Patrick Schwazing. You're going to roadhouse those bitches. That's what we're going to call it now. You're going to go roadhouse those bitches.
Such a better name.
Lollipop.
I know.
I could write a book. Let's write a book.
I got to grow 3 pounds of light first, then I will. Just kidding. I grow 4 pounds of light. They,
yes.
Shave the legs, 4 pounds of weight.
Okay, so outdoors normally that's a lot more difficult as well because the plants grow so quickly and so robust that, I mean, you'll go through and prune. I do this in even my greenhouses. I'll go through and prune in the morning, and by the evening be like, fuck, did I even prune shit? And I'm talking about...
It grows back by the time you're done pruning.
It's fucking weird. It's a phenomenon.
It grows like a weed.
Like, no, you can remove
a trash
so
bag
much.
full. Yeah,
so much.
I've been defoliaging what I have right now.
Floor's full.
Well, comparatively to indoors, it's a shit ton more, and it's hard to keep up. It's really hard to keep up, especially on scale.
But if you do that properly, that actually goes for like all sorts of plants, trees, large trees. You want to remove things that are crossing and causing traffic where there should be free
when
air
my
flowing.
tree trimmers come, they spend 1 day. So on
you
four,
don't have tree trimmers.
On four palm trees, it takes like an entire day.
Yeah,
and
you're
thinking
work,
about the
bro.
same, and it's like cannabis too.
That's
per one of those plants that grow. If it's 10 plus feet,
truckload of foliage.
You are spending one whole day per defoliating. So
Yeah.
if you have
palm
if
trees
you
are
have more than you can handle, or even if you don't want to spend every day pruning, then grow full sun. But so when you get it under the shade cloth, the growth rate will slow down a little bit, and the size will slow down, but it'll give you a chance to control the growth of the plant, manipulate it, and that's what we're doing by controlling the environment. So we're lowering the light level a little bit to get it right in that sweet zone that the plant's getting everything it needs, but it's a little bit cooler. We don't have excessive UV that would almost sunburn the plant, right? You still have plenty of UV where it doesn't degrade the trichomes, the terpenes, the color of the plant. And then also you got to think about bugs. You got to have some type of bug screen around it. If you just wanted to do like a lean-to against a wall or garage where you put a...
Well, I have 45-gallon pods sitting on pallets.
Okay.
You could put a little hoop house over those with the shade cloth over that. So
well, or just go full sun, man, and those are going to get big, but you're not going to get the same quality that you would indoors or the density. You will get some really big buds, but during your summer full sun and your summer full sun in Southern California,
it's got to be sunburned.
You're going to have huge.
It's going to be dark.
You're going to have huge nugs that aren't really terpy, that are more airy, but you will have
They'll be big
a lot of
dense.
it. And if you grow a quality strain, use the quality products like Mission Fertilizers, the Perpinator.
I'm growing a Bruce Banner.
Okay,
that's some old school. Is it the V3?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, at least you know which one to get. Then you got the proper one. But the Bruce Banner is the old school, and if I'm not mistaken, it's not going to get too crazy big on the height wise.
It's like a Bubba.
Yeah, and it's old school, and that you'll probably get. You're going to want to definitely control that through pruning because it's going to have larger buds, and we all know in larger buds, especially outdoors.
The botrytis.
Yeah, bud rot, exactly, all those things. So while you're going to be getting that, anyways, the shade cloth and all that is going to help you be able to control those types of things in the long run because it's going to help with the size of the buds just off of GP because of the light. And you're going to be in more control. You're going to be able to prune them better, all those types of things. So, I mean, like, you want to have more control in these situations. I'm not saying if you just didn't let it go, you wouldn't come out proper, but you would definitely, in my experience, be removing some pieces of buds for bud rot, where bugs got in that you couldn't see, all kinds of stuff. Damage. Yeah. So getting more control over it.
Some diffusion of the light during the middle of the summer.
Exactly.
And you don't have to light dep it.
Get the quality.
If you want to have several harvests during the summer, you can build, like I was saying, some type of structure. It could be a lean-to or something for the other listeners. If you're outdoor, you just put a piece of wood up or some hooks up, shade cloth, straight sideways to the ground.
But a lean-to.
A lot of PVC pipes, so I could just build a frame around.
Yeah, build a frame, and if you want to have multiple harvests, a hoop house and have multiple harvests this summer, you need to have a hoop house that has about a 75% diffusion rate of the film, and get a light depth system. And they're not real hard to make for the hoop houses. You can use black and white poly where we are without much a problem on a small hoop house. You basically black out both ends. The top is open, and you just use PVC as a roller. You measure the black and white poly down to the ground off the center on either side. So there's two sides. You put the PVC on the very end, and each day you just roll it up nice and easy. And those hoop houses, if it's not too big, it's real simple.
You just cover it in the evening and then open it in the
you
morning.
Go out there and you open it at the exact same hour and close it at the exact same hour every morning and night, just like a timer. And that's an indoor photo period. You're gonna have buds in 2 months, and you could do 2 or 3 this summer.
If you get drunk and sleep in, it's okay to wait and then take the tarp off. It's
leave it dark.
Still gonna be flowering.
Never open it early. Or close it late. Flowering. If you close it a little early or open it a little late, the dark period is what matters. The longer the dark period is, the plant will stay in.
Yeah, if you got a fancy dinner planned, you could close it early and go. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Ain't nobody got no fancy dinner.
Not now.
I know, Jack. What kind of...
I'm living in a fantasy world.
I'm like living in 2019 there. Like, we're going to dinner. Where we going?
Might be going to fucking Eldo.
Eldo? We're get a
Lucille's? Right. Oh, my gosh. Good one. Okay, Manny. Let's for the outdoor, man, you got to think about pests, too. We talked about that. I'm going to send you some garden spray, my friend.
Yes.
Garden spray from Rhizoflora.
Guard it.
And you want to guard and spray. I'm going to tell you all about this in just a second, Manny. Hold on. Bear with me as I'm on
the garden spray.
lot of acid. Allegedly.
A.K.A. acid for his brain, A.K.A. strawberry self-serve.
Oh, it was that BMC didn't sterilize the rig before. I got problems. He's all out at dinner, and now I'm wondering about having him here at the studio.
I'm like, this motherfucker's been going on fancy dinner this whole time.
He's been here.
Yeah, he's a private chef.
Hydro Chef and him just hanging out thinking that.
Hydro Chef needs to capitalize on this and show up and cook me some meals.
Hey, what is garden spray, you want to ask, Manny? Garden spray is an organic insecticide from the makers of Terpinator and Purpinator. That's Rhizoflora Incorporated. Garden spray uses the combination of food-grade organic oils and citric acids to deliver a 3-pronged attack. You hear that, BMC? Not a 2-prong.
3.
Not a 1-prong. How many prongs?
3 freaking prongs.
A 3-prong attack. That might be a clue to some question later on. Uncommon garden pests including aphids, whiteflies, fungus gnats, spider mites, flies, beetles, broad mites, and thrips. Garden spray will also help control powdery and downy mildew when used as a preventative spray. And you get some of that. It makes over 8 gallons, my friend. I'm also going to include the one and only Purpinator from Rhizoflora, a quart of that. And the new Heavy Tea Grow Show shirt, which is the Grow Must Go On.
A limited edition.
Those look clean.
What size shirt are you?
2X.
2X, my man.
Those look clean, though.
Big growers for life.
You know, the colors are always on point, and the design's been upgraded. I think this is a good release on the T-shirt.
I think me and Manny are gonna start the Big Belly Growers group.
I wear 2X too.
All right. Slow down. I wear 3X.
All right.
Thanks, Manny, for calling, man.
I only wear 1X.
All right, let's get back to. All right, Saint. Let's put him on hold. Stay on hold, Manny. We got to get your info for shipping, and then who's up next? The time. We're going to Denver. Izeal. All right, Izeal in Denver. Hey, what's up, Izeal?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, man. How you feeling?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing all right as well. What's growing on?
None. I was just calling because my stepdad gave me some 3-week-old sour OG plants, and I just wanted to know the best methods to do next.
Is it the real sour OG?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, damn. We need cuts then, man. Just kidding. So you just got some babies, or are they already established?
No, they're 3 weeks old already.
Okay, for sure. So are you going outside? Are you indoors?
No, I'm indoors.
Okay, so you got control over them. So then you need to decide how long you want them to go and the height you are comfortable flowering them at, and that would probably also depend on your ceiling height as well. So if you got plenty of room, you can get them bigger. If you don't, or you're in a tent or something like that, you want to probably
I have like a little studio. I have like in a little closet room.
Okay.
But it's big enough for them, and it's about 5 feet tall in there.
Okay. Yeah, so you probably don't want the
If
plants
it's
to
5
be
feet
over...
tall, you probably want to flower them sooner than later.
I was going to say, if you don't want them to probably be over 12 or 18 inches tall before
Flip it.
Yeah, if they're 3 weeks old and they're that tall, flip them now, right?
Right. Or soon.
Okay.
And if you haven't topped them, you might want to, if you don't have a bunch going on in that space, you might want to top them.
That's his kid.
Let them go for a little bit.
I have one of them topped.
Okay. Does it start to branch out a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, once it starts doing that and you're at a comfortable height, you can initiate that flowering period to get them going. Because what's going to happen is they're going to jump up in their height, maybe the exact size of theirs doubled, or, double and a half. So you can look at, if you're at 12 inches, you could be looking at a 2 foot, 2.5 foot plant.
Yep.
If you're not, depending on the strain. So you want to, then if you're at 5 feet, that means you have 3 feet for a light and any space in between.
So even if you got a flat, low-powered LED, you're running out of room quick.
Exactly.
Yep.
So you want to be mindful of that. So usually indoors, it's about quickness, turnover. It's about getting through the veg and then getting into flower as soon as possible. And then you're at 2 months strict on that, and then you're flipping into your next session. So generally you don't want to grow them too big because you're trying to turn over more times than not,
Okay.
All right, my man. And think about the environment in all the aspects, the height, the light, all of that. That's what you're thinking about, the light. When you get closer to the light and potential problems, do a rise.
What about ventilation? Because I don't have no ventilation here. I just have fans going on right now.
Well, so what type of light is it that you got going? Is it a high-pressure sodium, or is it like an LED? What do you got?
LED, straight LED.
Yeah, so if you're cooler and you haven't been using ventilation and your plants are doing fine, and you want some more ventilation, any basic sort of extraction fan, you could get a booster fan to move the air out. You could get, do you have fans inside the room oscillating or anything like that?
Yeah, he said air movement, but no air exchange.
So an extraction fan, a 4-inch inline.
Yeah, you got to make sure you have an intake too. You can do a passive intake where you don't have another 2 fans. You have 1 fan creating a negative pressure. Basically, per 1,000 watts, you want 200 to 300 CFM. If you plan on running a charcoal filter, you probably want 200 to 300 CFM anyways. So get a fan that if you are not running that many watts, or if you're running more, you just multiply 250 basically by however many 1,000 watts you're running. And you got 3 plants though, so I don't think you're running that much. And you just cut a hole. Make sure you got a dust room on it so it doesn't suck in any type of mold or bugs or nasty dirt even. And you put a little what's that called, the ducking valve that opens and closes automatically.
I was just talking about it to somebody today or the other day.
I forgot, man. I got 2 dabbed out. It's a
dampener.
Dampener.
Yeah, we got it. We know.
Boom, 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 boom.
That might be a question later too.
Yeah, how many prongs did
motherfuckers?
All right.
Fuck your internet. 4 minds is better than your internet.
Yeah, dude, like we knew that shit was a dampener right after Judge said it.
Instantly.
Boom, boom, boom.
Dampener, yup.
Yep. He said that. He said that's what he said.
But it doesn't let the light come in. The dust stream keeps the bugs and the dust out.
Right.
You put it's going to be probably a 4-inch inline fan, and that will allow you to run a can filter as well. A can light, you can attach it directly to it. They have ones as small as 12 inches. All right, and that will keep the smell and any other particles flying out of your grow area. So you need to have an intake. The intake is typically about, if it's a 4-inch, you're going to want at least one 4-inch hole. You might want to put 2 in there, but you need to allow the air to be sucked in, and that fan will, by pushing the air out or sucking the air out, it will also pull in air from those passive intakes, and they'll open up. All right, if you do need a little help, just little duct boosters. You don't need to get 4 of the expensive fans.
Yeah.
Get one of the good fans,
right,
and the rest is basically passive or very, very low activity. Azil,
okay.
Do that. That will also bring in more CO2. Otherwise, you're going to put in an air conditioner and a few CO2, like green pads.
Get some green pads.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take that knowledge, and I'm going to run with that, because I didn't know that first.
Yeah,
to be
man.
honest with y'all.
How tall are your plants?
Yeah, I'm saying Diesel speak.
About 2.5, 3 inches. About that, yeah.
Oh, they're small still.
Yeah. Okay, you got a while. And never say that. Never say that. When someone asks you, no matter what.
2 enchiladas.
Always say 7 or above.
Hey, so no, they're little. They're little.
They're 9 inches.
Okay, but they're little. And if we want to start increasing their growth rate, what type of medium are they in? Soil?
Soil, yes.
Yeah.
Are they just just little cups, or how big a container?
What, right now?
Yeah, right now. Huh? Yeah, containers.
Yeah, how big is the pot?
Now they're like
How many gallons? Like 1 gallon?
half gallon.
Half gallon.
Half?
Half a gallon.
Yeah, half gallon.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, what that means when that above soil line isn't growing too much, it could be that your LED doesn't have enough of the UV that is needed for our vegetative things, and you don't have to go buy another expensive grow light. You can go get like a T5, 2-foot T5, and get the higher Kelvin that's got more UV, and you put it in there, and it will help with elongating the branches and start getting it stretched out, right? And a lot of lower wattage LEDs have these problems. So a real simple fix is $35-$40 at your grocery store. Also, let it completely dry out. As those roots at 3 weeks, that half gallon should be completely full. Can you see the roots outside of the container, out of the drainage holes?
No, not yet.
Okay, so your roots aren't developing the way that we want, and that could be from overwatering, which is a common thing for a lot of growers. And so what we want to do is let that soil completely dry out. All right, we don't want the plant to dehydrate, but we want the moisture to evaporate, and what that does is it encourages the roots to start seeking out water, right? That's the natural response. Growers always think more is better. All of us do, and that includes more water. We have to let the plant dry out, and when it's thirsty, that's when we give it more water, right? You don't give it the minimum amount of water. You completely saturate that bitch, okay? And that action of hydration to semi-dehydration will help the roots grow. As they grow, the elongation will start happening above soil line too, and then you'll need to transplant it. When the plant is dry, you should probably be able to pull or check the root mass along the edges and stuff, where you could kind of move the soil and see how far that root zone is down. At 3 weeks in a half-gallon Dutch, those roots should be booming.
Be full, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was going to say already that you need to look into some cultural aspect of how the plant's being taken care of. It's watering. It's either watering,
well,
dry
it also
pockets,
doesn't have CO2 because it's in a closed room.
And possibly lack of air movement. Exactly. So it's stunted for some reason. There's something happening. I know for a fact, because at 3 weeks a plant should be
bigger than that.
Right. And that goes back to something.
So seeds take a little bit longer. They start from seeds.
True.
They started from seeds, Azel.
Yeah, they started from seeds.
Yeah. So
So
that's,
is that
that's
the
different.
total life? Is that the total life of it?
Like
Well, then that's probably normal then.
because
Well, I mean, even sometimes it's not.
preliminary germination happens when we sprout the seed,
We're
but still it has to pop up and
10 days.
So how long has the seed been above soil line? 2 weeks. So
3 weeks and I just transplanted it.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if you just put them in a half gallon,
you're not too far.
let those roots get down. If you transplant them, the roots look nice on transplant.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. So if they look good on transplant, it just hasn't grown into the new medium. Transplant, saturate it because that's a new spot. Let the roots. If they're probably hungry because they're in a smaller medium, they'll go out into the new medium. And it's probably going to be richer in minerals and food and biology. So as it goes out, it re-energizes the whole symbiotic relationship with the other grow medium, and and when it does that, the roots will take off. But make sure you let it go from completely wet to then dry, wet, dry, and look for them to the few roots to start poking out the bottom drainage holes. And after a half gallon, put it in your final pot indoors, whatever you think it's going to be. And indoors, it should be a minimum of 2 gallons. I like to use 3 gallons indoors. But go put it in its final spot after you see the roots coming out the bottom.
Okay.
All right, guys. So check it out, Azel. First off, I forgot to mention too, the Manny Turtle Bird Seed Company is hooking us up and donated 10 packs to give away to the callers tonight as well. So thankful for the novelty company known as Turtle Bird Seed. We're hooking it up. So you're going to get some of those turtle bird seeds. You're also going to get some Mission Fertilizer roots.
Yeah.
And that will help those roots grow faster. Get them more roots, more fruits. But more roots, less time of veg.
Yep.
And veg is the downtime. We want to get turned around, get those plants into bloom faster. I'm also going to give you I'm going to give you a couple of those 3-gallon smart pots. And if you don't want to exchange the air, if it's a real low wattage and you have the temperature and humidity under control, just go get some green pads and hang them up, because the only reason you exchange the air is for lower temperatures and higher CO2 levels. If your temperatures are below 80 degrees in your grow room, you're fine. Just put some green pads in there. You're going to have to go buy those, though. Go support your local grow store in Denver. Azel, I appreciate you calling, man. We'll talk to you real soon.
I appreciate you, too.
All right, bro. Stay good. All right, let's put him on. Who we got in Los Angeles?
Los Angeles.
I'm rambling, but ramble on. Can we get Ramblin' Man by the Allman Brothers on the way back? All right, Greg in LA. What's going on? Greg, you're on the air, Greg.
Grego.
Oh,
Hello, can you hear me?
there was a grower of such fame, and Grego was his name. O-G-R-O. What up, Grego?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Dude, we just made a song about
Frank,
you.
by the way.
You're on.
Wrote a song about you. You want to hear?
Here we go.
It's Frank, by the way.
Oh, it's Frank?
Oh, Frank. Oh,
Yeah,
my
last week.
God.
Oh, my
Fuck,
God.
dude. We thought your name was Greg. We made a Greg song.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
Oh, my fuck, dude. Why did you stop us?
You just
All right,
could
let's
be
see if it
Greg.
works. There was
You
a
could be Greg
grower
for this
of
song.
such fame, and Franco was his name. Oh, Frank A-N-K-O. Frank A-N-K-O. Frank A-N-K-O. And Franco was his name. Oh.
That's the name of my chain too.
All right.
Franco.
Damn.
All right, let's do this.
Okay,
All
so
right,
now we're
first
back.
question
Now
I
we're
got-
back on good terms.
First question I got for y'all tonight is, could you list the nutrients you give to your plants and how much of each nutrient you give to them?
Ooh.
Damn, he wants the recipe.
Dude, those things are deeply embedded and encoded and encrypted in the mind. It's a very deep encryption.
It's like get the bottle, you like, yep. That's
Takes a lot to get it out.
So, what type of grow medium are you growing in, or want to get a perfect
I
recipe
want
for?
to grow in cocoa, and that's what I've been researching for the
You're
past
gonna give
month.
him it.
Oh,
you're gonna give
Cocoa
him the keys to the
Ninja.
kingdom. You're gonna get.
Line
You're
for
giving
us,
him the
Saint.
keys.
Well, he
to
called the right
kingdom?
place.
This is an unexpected call because, lo and behold, we have a Cocoa Ninja known as Big Jack BMC in the house.
Ooh.
The keys to the
Yeah,
kingdom.
We're
man.
giving away the recipe.
The keys to the kingdom. I don't know.
Should I really tell it?
That's like a grand prize. That's like a grand prize offering, I think. Like your actual real recipe.
I think it's like.
Is it phosphoload?
That's part of it.
For you.
Ocean forest soil, phosphoload.
It's not a daily thing though. That's a secret of how much phosphate you give it at what day, at what time.
I don't know that. I don't know that. You should.
So I'm not going to say anything about that one.
Okay.
But the regular recipe.
Give 'em it.
So it's just like there's this restaurant I went to in downtown LA, and they have all their recipes.
Dude, how many fancy dinners have you had?
I know.
Okay.
This was before
That's
the
why he's
virus.
the Cocoa God.
So before the virus, I went in this bathroom
Cocoa God.
in this restaurant in downtown LA, and they've got all their recipes written on the wall in the bathroom of how they cook all their stuff.
You have that at your house.
And then but the chef there says, I put all my recipes up because no other chef could do it the same way as me. So it's right there. If you want to see my recipe, there it is. You can't cook it like me. Yeah. So that's got to be I'm going to give you my recipe and you could have it, but you're not going to be able to do as good as me.
Let's all give our man what we would be using in cocoa. Base nutrient.
Me first,
Go ahead.
I'm just using the Mills line like their schedule says, the Mills A and B the whole time. When I'm in veg, I use Start R. When I'm in early flower, I use the C4. Late flower, I use the PK. I balance my pH. And all the Mills I just use it as recommended on the bottle.
When do you use phosphorus?
That's what I'm not going to tell them.
Should I just run through the Mills line, and just add whatever the hell it says to add to my plan?
If you use the Mills schedule the way it says, you'll be using the exact same recipe that I'm using.
Where can I get the Mills schedule?
Online. On their website.
Yeah.
Mills,
it's on their website. I'll tell you right now a couple of things that you can use on top of that. I agree. The Mills base nutrient, especially for cocoa, is designed for it. You know, I was a part of helping create those products, and yeah, I use those. But also, House and Garden has the Coco's A and B. They're very Coco's A and B by House and Garden as a base nutrient, and it works good.
Red A, clear B, it's like the same thing.
A lot of it is very similar. The Start R and Veg, absolutely. I use Start R, but I also start using Full Power, and I will add some biologicals and using Mammoth P. I do Drain to Waste, and my Drain to Waste is obviously it's not recirculating, so using the microbes isn't a big deal for me. If you recirculate, and you shouldn't be in cocoa anyways, you don't use those biologicals because you're gonna get nasty. And then and that's my Veg and Bloom. I go with and I do use a couple different things that I like, that I feel bring out the terpenes and the color. The Purpinator, obviously, I think every grower should be using Purpinator to step their game up. But I also like Floralicious Bloom a little bit. My calcium and magnesium, using RO water, that's in both formulas. That's a given. And then there's a couple little extra things I use in terms of salts at the end. Nothing outstanding, but they're usually the 0-50-30 types, a Cool Bloom or a Moab. and just flush it out good for 7 days if you can. Keep it healthy, and that cocoa recipe right there will make anyone $1 million.
He said the 0-50-30 types.
Yeah.
Also,
what am I hiding?
There's types, bro.
You know the stream from last week? Will you ever put that back up? Because it says that we can't really watch it.
We were flagged.
Ooh, why can't you watch it? Because you be playing illegal music.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. Play my boy Saint all night. Just
just let it roll.
So they took down our whole video, though? Why can't they just bleep out the song?
I muted it, so I did it again today.
Was a grower of the fame, and
So it's gotta
Franco
be back
was
up?
his
Hey,
name.
bro.
Fra NKO, Fra NKO, Fra NKO, and Franco was his name. Franco, we're gonna send you some of that Purpinator. Be part of that, dude. If you want more knowledge on it, dude, we are over at Long Beach Hydro. Call those guys over there, and they can get you all the information that you need and go over any type of recipe with you in detail. Give you all your specific consultations.
Yeah. And that episode should
recipes.
be up by tomorrow.
In my live read. Thank you, Saint.
I still want to hear Dutch's recipe.
Yeah, Dutch's recipe is chicken shit.
No, my recipe is
the Purpinator and some of the turtle bird seeds for you, brother.
Tell us after.
Turtle bird seeds.
All right,
you hear that music?
special.
That's a giveaway music.
I know.
All right.
I know that. I do know that.
Let's go to go ahead and turn it off. And stay on the line, guys. We gotta get your info, okay? Don't hang up. 562-653-0707. We got to pay the bills a little bit, and we'll get that episode back up. Saint's getting paid to edit in grow gear.
Hell yeah! You know how much grow gear I need?
So much Purpinator.
Everything he just named, I need.
Call in.
He's the garden spray.
562-653-0707. Turtle Bird Seeds in the house.
When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. My father was a gambler down in Georgia, and he wound up on the wrong end of a gun. And I was born in the backseat of a Greyhound bus, rolling down high. DFZRadio.com.
Hey, man, started early, huh?
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other...
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Oh, bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com. You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFZRadio.com.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
The next level of growth is here. The growing revolution is here. DFZRadio.com. DFZRadio.com.
Ever since he was a young boy, he learned to grow up tall. NorCal down to Long Beach, he's microdosed them all. Spends his show convincing anyone who'd call. That thin chin strap beard doesn't look strange at all. Won't buy cheese in slices or cheese that's in a wedge. Won't cook with cheese that's grated, that shit just makes a mess. Spends his show convincing everyone who calls. His thin chin strap beard doesn't look strange at all. He's a cheese wheel wizard, but I don't think it's Swiss. The cheese wheel wizard, magic butter in his bliss. Where does he think he's from? Hydro Chef approved.
listening to Heavy T's Grow Show, call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFZRadio.com.
The next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFZRadio.com. DFZRadio.com.
When the president talks to God, are the conversations brief or long? Does he ask to rape our women's rights and send poor farm kids off to die? Does God suggest an oil hike when the president talks to God?
It's illegal.
When the president talks to God, are the
To talk to God?
consonants all hard or soft?
Oh, yeah.
Is he resolute
Separation of
or
church and
down
state.
the line? Is every issue black or white? Does what God say ever change his mind when the president talks to God? When the president talks to God, does he fake that drawl or merely nod? Agree which convicts should be killed, where prisons should be built and filled, which voter fraud must be concealed when the president talks to God? When the president talks to God, I wonder which one plays the better cop. We should find some jobs, the ghetto's broke. No, they're lazy, George, I say we don't. Just give them more liquor stores and dirty coke. That's what God recommends.
Clean coke. Clean coke.
Not for the hood.
When the president talks to God, do they drink near beer and go play golf? While they pick which countries to invade, which Muslim souls still can be saved? I guess God just calls a spade when the president talks to God. When the president talks to God, does he ever think that maybe he's not? That voice is just inside his head when he kneels next to the presidential bed? Does he ever smell his own bullshit when the president talks to God? I doubt it.
All right, welcome back. Heavy T's Grow Show right over here.
I just want to say one thing. This is the realest show I've ever been part of.
This is the realest
music.
This one's been real.
The talk. The opening, I mean, with the music in between these moments, like, I mean, I don't know. It's just very powerful.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what the Heavy T Show does.
I'm just saying. I just want to say that. I want to say that.
Hey, I appreciate that. I mean, we all have emotions. And there are things that that ring true. And I think music is one of those things as well that conveys and transcends divisional lines.
Yep.
Transcends everything.
That's why I said I'd be riding my ride. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get back to
language.
Let's get big. Damn,
I love that everybody rides in the ride. It is that is
everybody
so
does.
true. And you know, and what
Try
all
not
walks of
to.
life.
Try not to.
It's a relatable song.
Try not to ride in your ride. There you.
We're going to ride into my ride next break. You better be ready for it.
I double dog dare you.
Better be ready for it.
double dog dare you to not try to ride in your ride.
And then maybe some jerk chicken put your booty in the grave just for old times'
Dude,
sake.
can we get a finalization on that? Like send that in, get it produced.
That was one
maybe?
creative evening that we were intoxicated before COVID.
That was a creative evening,
Dude,
that could change your life.
Hey, this is what we can do to bring the other shows back. We put the mask on the mic. And now the mic.
What other shows did you have? What other shows are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is how I'm doing the show during
one
COVID.
One show.
My mic is protected for my other individuals.
You respect his electronics and his interior workings and the complexity that goes on inside of
I
one
just
of these.
invented a new disposable mic cover.
Yep.
They're like, yeah,
Don't steal that.
There's a worldwide shortage on the materials you need.
Get on the phone with every major radio company. Tell them I have hundreds of these ready to ship.
Every studio.
They are the patent pending.
Droplet stopper.
As I spit on it, but I just spit on the
stopper.
mic. I just spit on the mic, and the mic is protected.
Do we know that? Is that confirmed? Has that been tested?
Yeah, it's a droplet stopper.
FTA approved. Federal Tea Association.
That's right.
You made that up.
TN95.
As all the board members and the director of said association, I have approved this.
It's real. It's real. Now real. Now it's real. You choose.
Okay, let's go out with. He's just at Daddy Grow. Oh no, he's in Denver. So let's go to Daddy Grow Denver. Daddy Grow Denver. What's going on? Saint phones. He's talking right now.
Denver.
Denver.
We're doing good. What up in Denver?
I don't want to call him Daddy.
It's weird. It's weird. We did this last time. I remember this from last time.
Y'all never want to call me that.
Yeah, that's weird though, homie. Like for real. Like yo, it's just Denver doggy, Denver something. That boy.
Denver
omelet.
I don't know how to change my name when it's already established.
Okay, for
you
sure.
know, in fantasy sports leagues, and this is true, my nickname in all of them is Big Daddy Longstroke. So all of my trophies come with Big Daddy Longstroke.
You ain't got no trophies in any league I play with.
I got a whole trophy room.
They all come that way. You ever seen a trophy room?
You stop inviting your leagues.
How he got more trophies than me?
Hey, just like DJ Khaled, all I do is win, no matter what.
Dude, the guy who won our league when I played with you the one time, the guy who won our league quit halfway through the league. He's like, how are we even supposed to pay this guy?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Yeah, I didn't quit. I won. I was like,
no, it was like Horty. Horty's friend won.
I gave that
Horty's
Mike
weird
Tyson
friend that no one knew.
Mike Tyson punch out.
I'm pretty sure no one reached out to him.
Yeah.
No one reached out to me
Like,
to
hey,
collect
man,
payment.
how do
That's
I
all I
pay
know.
you?
So I got that 45.
Didn't
still.
Horty win because
I
he
still
had
got
David
that 45
Anyways,
bucks. Holla at me.
Anyways, we're talking grow, not fantasy sports. There are no sports.
Bullshit. I got a notice today that says my NFL fantasy team is active right now. Trillers.
Ooh, so that means I got to start?
Yahoo Sports, come at me. Trillers, let's go.
Yeah, the Denver Broncos starts back July 1st.
He already knows. He already be knowing. That's what I'm talking
He
about.
know.
So what's going on?
Yeah. All right.
What's going on, DG?
Well, you know, I haven't called in a while, but you know, since I've last talked to y'all, of course, I gave my little baby plants to my nephew. I called in earlier.
Oh, okay.
But since then, you know, I've gotten my grow tent, I've gotten my lights and all the good stuff it's supposed to have with it, and I got some autos, some double grape cross to Skywalker.
Ooh,
What
fire.
the fuck? It sounds delicious, but there's
autos.
just one thing with the autos. we gotta go with the real deal over the autos, because
what's that?
The photo period.
Yeah, you're getting the autos, right? You're getting the auto flowers, right? That's what you said.
Right.
And the name sounds great, and I would be totally intrigued and
It
wanting
takes an
to
element
grow
out
that.
of it. Like
But
you don't have to be as consistent with your
There's nothing about
grow
that
light.
you're going to be able to hold on to. So I love the name and all that stuff, but there's nothing in the end that you're going to be able to keep for your namesake.
Right.
That
You
is
can't-
yours,
you can't-
because you're not going to be able to recreate those autos ever. So
Right.
And while I appreciate what they do for you as a grower, I don't necessarily. I'm not in line with what they do with you as a grower for your years to come. If you are going
If
to
you
stay
call the
in
Heavy Tea Show and mention autos, you don't even get to ask a question.
lot of people
we just
do.
start
That's
going
why-
into why we don't like autos.
That's why I want to address it, but that's why I want to address this properly and say it to you and to make sure that you know.
No, I understand. I understand
Yeah,
because
okay,
I mean
okay.
everything's done for you, so there is no manipulation, and everything's done for you, so it kind of takes the fun out of it. But I
Well, it
also
takes the
got
fun
some
out of
Purple
it.
Punch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also got some Purple Punch.
Also known as cereal milk, according to
Well,
PNC.
let me get everyone's
that
opinion
name
on
more.
this. Do you think maybe a really good auto could be more stony than the Purple Punch?
Yes.
I think it probably could be, right? Because Purple Punch, even though it's got a photo period, it doesn't get you high.
But we're not talking about stony when we talk about growing.
I'm just saying, I know. That's control of the plant and all that.
And that's
yield
why,
and height and canopy. And
but that's also why I say I appreciate autoflowers, too.
I got that because my wife likes her Purple Punch, and so I was trying to just do something for her, so I was growing that for her.
Word. That's how you get your growing.
Nice.
You have to, if you have a wife and you're trying to grow, you better make sure there's a fucking plant in there for her.
Okay, but Dutch.
You gotta please her.
Dutch, Big Dutch. We jumped down DG's throat over here about the autos. But what was your initial question about the autos?
So when doing a Purple Punch, I'm gonna put it into the smart pots. At a 3 gallon. I'm going to use the Mission nutrients instead of using my Botanic Air.
Right.
So on top of that, what else or what?
Daddy grow.
Whoa.
I heard the sirens and then
the power went out.
Or is there any additives that are needed?
And then he just comes back.
You just faded out. So how you use the Mission? You're in soil. It's going to be fine for your autos. As the plant is growing up, use the grow and the roots to help form the root zone. As the plant starts flowering, you start seeing the pistils come out. For about 1 week, you can do a 50% Mission Grow and a 50% Mission Bloom blend as a transitional formula, and that will help start without completely taking out the extra nitrogen the veg formula has. And without completely emphasizing the phosphorus and potassium the bloom has, it's a transitional that we still have the nitrogen there and what the plant's going to start using. So it's a little buffer zone, and you give that to it for a week. From there, you go full bloom with the bloom. You want to use the Crazy Swell, absolutely. Those two are a staple in a lot of soil gardens, right? And you can use the Enhance, the Boost, all of those along with it. Yeah, Mission Fertilizer has everything that you need to grow in soil. So if you want to stay completely organic, you don't want to have to pH adjust your reservoirs and whatnot, your water. It all does it for you, and it's soil it's completely soil compatible.
I'll use the Mission for Purple Punch only for that one. I want to see what the difference was between that and Botanic Air.
Yeah.
Nice.
The main things to try and get the magic going, if you want the size and stuff with the autoflower, then you're just going to give it the bloom as its base and the Crazy Swell. You're only going to give it food, though. You're only going to give it the nutrient right now about once a week, and then water the rest of the time to let it go from dry or hydrate it to dry, like I was telling you guys earlier.
Yeah, okay. And then so if I were to get another strand, because obviously, like I said, I gave my nephew
Excuse me? What was it? Was it a strand or a strandivar?
No, I gave him all my plants. I gave him all my little babies today.
I know.
So he took everything I had.
Are you growing strandivars?
We're trying to coin a new phrase. Strandivar.
Yeah, it's fancy that way.
Randivar?
No, Strandivar.
Like strain.
Is that however you say it, as long as you say it's var at the end?
Strandivar.
Randivar.
Yep.
Strandivar.
There you
Strandivar.
That's exotic.
That is exotic genetics.
Yes. So you say you're growing cereal milk for your wife?
It's exotic cereal
Purple
milk.
Punch.
Yeah, it's got
No,
purple
it's
punch
cereal
milk.
milk.
Okay, but do that in your
it's cereal
soil,
milk when you
and
wanna sell it.
that goes the same for the punch as well, the photo period plant. That's what you want to do, and don't overdo it. More is not always better. You could always. This is what I say.
But is it more better?
It's hard. It's much more difficult.
More better.
It's butter. It's
More better butter.
It's butter, baby.
More better butter.
All right, I gotta go.
Come on.
Let's get Daddy. I'm gonna send him a gallon of Turpinator as well that he can add into his soil mix, compatible with any grow medium. A whole gallon, that's $80. But I'm also gonna send him from the same makers of Garden Spray. Garden Spray. And Hey, let me tell you about garden spray over here. Come on, Saint. Where the fuck you at? Can't scrap a lick, so we know you got your riding in my ride.
Stay in your ride. You gotta get in your ride.
You gotta have a ride to get in there. First off, let me tell you about Garden Spray. That's G-U-A-R-N. Oh, no. G-U-A-R-D-N spray, not garden. Guard and spray. You dig? All right. What is it? Garden Spray is an organic insecticide from the makers of Terpinator and Purpinator. That's Rhizoflora Inc. Garden Spray uses a combination of food-grade organic oils and citric acid to deliver a three-pronged attack.
Prongs?
How many prongs? 2 prongs?
No.
Didn't sound like 2.
Sound like 2?
No,
one prong.
It wasn't 1 prong.
4 prongs?
No.
Can you have more prongs than 3? Or
if you're some sort of marsupial, maybe?
It was
12 prongs?
It was 3 full prongs.
You can't have 12
3 prongs. 3 prongs in Garden Spray. That's amazing.
It is.
Hey, that's amazing. Can you believe there are 3 prongs?
California Gold.
So you mean to tell me, Big Jack, that there are 3 prongs?
What was
of
this cameraman's
mode of
name?
action in Garden Spray?
What was this cameraman's name?
I can't believe it. That's California Gold.
Come on over here and look at this, Tim.
But you know what it kills? It goes to work with those entire 3 prongs on aphids, whiteflies, fungus gnats, spider mites, flies, beetles, broad mites, and thrips. 3 prongs to the eye.
And mildew.
3.
And mildew.
Downy mildew. Powder mildew.
And powder mildew. Thank you.
All the dews.
All the dudes.
Not Mountain Dews.
Not Mountain Dew. Mo
Dude. Hey, there you go. Stay on the line. We're
Mo
going to get
Dude.
your address to make sure we can send you your stuff. All right.
All right, man. I appreciate everything y'all do. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You too, you as well, man. Hey, without the listeners and sponsors, we couldn't do this.
I just want to say one thing. Huelhauser's cameraman's name was Louie. Louie, come on over here and look at this.
I would tell you, I've spoke on this before, but the greatest California Gold ever was when he was, I think he was in Texas or Arizona. Or no, it was New Mexico, where they have a fenceless border.
That's amazing.
And
You're telling me.
It might have been Mexico. What is the Mexican city that's almost like halfway?
San Luis.
What, border with Mexico?
Halfway in and halfway out of Mexico? Like
There's a
Mexico.
couple.
But anyways, there's people that go to either side for
for
commerce and stuff. And this was back in the 80s, maybe 80s and 90s.
Are you talking about on
But
California
listen,
side?
let me tell you.
Are you talking about California side? On California, it's San Ysidro.
He was on California side.
It's San Ysidro.
Okay,
that's
so
the bordering place.
I don't give a fuck.
I wanted to answer your question. That's California Gold.
Listen to this.
That's amazing.
Huelhauser.
Oh, see, I just saved my mic from my aerosol on the burp with my own mic mask.
You somehow looked the microphone in the eyes and then burped in its face.
Right.
Oh, which motherfucker? What?
Exactly.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So, but he's at the border.
Continue.
And he's talking to the border agent. He's like, so right here, this border is wide open. And I'm here with Officer Black Market Cultivators. and the officer's like, yes. And then people freely pass here and there. It's commerce, whatever. And he's like, so right now, though, as an American citizen, if I'm here, I'm in America. But if I step right over here, I'm in Mexico? And he's like, yes, technically you're in Mexico, but that's illegal, so can't do that. And he's like, so right now I'm back in America, and now I'm in Mexico? And he kept going back and forth and said, that's amazing. That's amazing.
That's California Gold.
So my constitutional rights
so this is Mexico
do not apply when I'm 2 feet over here.
This California Gold?
It was like a
This Mexico Gold.
That's amazing. I'll tell you what. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
He is a great man.
So I got to say, I only grew autoflowers twice on accident.
Well, now you can't be our friends, and your whole
internet can't be friends.
And your whole internet account has to be deleted.
It was on accident, though.
No, you have to be deleted.
I didn't do it on purpose.
What the fuck are you talking about? You grew autoflowers on accident.
Remember that barista that worked here? He gave me these bog seeds.
Barista?
Yeah.
We had a barista that worked
JD.
Yeah. And he gave me the bog.
JD was a barista. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
He gave me.
He told us someone.
He gave me the bog seeds. He's like, "Oh, this is the best shit ever. It's the best genetics." And then like 3 weeks later, he's like, "So how's that going?" I'm like, "It's in week 3 of flower in my bedroom, bro." And he's like, "What? That's impossible." And I'm like, "It's in my bedroom. Everything else is vegging, and that one's fully flowering." And I just let
impossible.
I let it finish in my bedroom, and it finished like nice. It was a rutarellus, and it just flowered in the bedroom.
There you go.
That's not as bad
Sneak attack.
as the caveman soil grower that worked here.
It's terrible that there's
gave me
multiple
male
stories
plants
about
saying they're
this shit.
female plants.
What'd you do
What'd
to
you
them?
feed
No,
him?
this motherfucker worked for me and asked me, "What'd you feed him?" I said, "Did I ask you for a fucking consultation or advice?" I'm telling you, they are fucking males in the goddamn.
Well, you must have turned him male with whatever you fed him,
Yeah.
bro.
How much you gave him a basic
give him-
diet?
did you give him veg-
Turned him male.
You must have given him veg food and flour or something.
You must have
How
gave him
much
bloom.
UV light are they receiving, bro? You know that's damage to the cells.
Yeah.
I'm like,
grower air for sure.
yeah. That's the guy that said he could use the N-word because people mistaked him for black, even though he was
Not
black.
the necessary. He didn't use the
without the hard
N-word.
R?
He used the soft.
No hard
He
R.
used the
rap version.
I don't wanna get into
typical
that. Let's go talk about
American way.
Bro.
He used it.
Let's go to
euphemism.
Alex. Line 6. Or is it line 6? Line 5. Alex, man, thanks for holding on so long.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good yourself?
You know, just doing a radio show, talking shit. It's fun. What's going on?
I had 2 questions for you guys pertaining to greenhouse and cocoa in general.
Okay.
I was wondering for greenhouse, I have problems with caterpillars. They seem to fuck my shit up every time.
Fuck yeah, they do.
You're
BT
leaving the
doesn't-
door open.
The BT doesn't
knew
work.
Bullshit. The BT is the only thing that works.
You have a greenhouse. You left the door open. The greenhouse is closed, or no?
I got a little lean-to that I got off of Amazon to start off.
Okay.
You'll still get
I'm
some
doing-
damage with the BT. The way it works is they take a bite and then the bacteria grows in them and kills them. So you'll still have that hole or two where they
And,
had to bite it
and
to get
contact
sick.
time is 48 to 72 hours. After that, it's gone. You have to spray it every 3 days.
It's got to be where they're at. Where the bugs are at, you have to
Saturation.
spray. It
An
needs
atomizer.
to be concentrated in those areas.
You can get an atomizer, dude, to
Yeah.
get complete coverage because the BT does work. The BT is the only thing that works.
It
and
can't not work or they wouldn't be able to sell it to be
they
false
can-
advertising.
It works indefinitely. Yeah, definitely works.
They don't build up a resistance. It's about contact time and making sure that it's still living. It's a living thing. It's a living bacteria. It's going to die from the sun. It's going to die from the wind. A bacteria doesn't survive a long time outside of, thinking about what we're going through right now. I think we've all learned a lot about
The UV rays kill it.
about things that are potentially killing. Take it easy.
Get outside.
But Alex, spray it down every 3 days completely. An atomizer that you can get at a grocery store, Hudson makes a great one. It's about $200, or inexpensively, you can go get a paint sprayer at Home Depot and fill up a 5-gallon bucket to whatever level you want, and that paint sprayer will atomize the BT. It'll pass through it fine, along with the water and a wetting agent, and completely wet that thing down inside and out.
Do you use an atomizer or paint sprayer already?
Yeah, I just use like I was about to say the Hydromax. Goddamn it, Sonic Smoker almost got me right there. I use like some 4-gallon one that I got at the hydro store. I forgot what it was
No,
called.
so that one's legit, but you got to make sure that you soak it down, dude. Just when you see it blowing and you're like, damn, it's working, you got to see
And
beads
every
of
3
water
days.
start to
Yeah.
form and fall off the
And
leaf.
they hide.
And every 3 days,
Yeah.
like clockwork, you can't.
But they
skip
hide
it.
in the buds. That's where they're at. They're destroying your buds. They're at the meatiest part of your plant. So that's where you need to spray. You need to concentrate that spray where your flowers are going to be, because that's where they want to be. They're going to be in this. There's an entire plant, but somehow they'll make sure that they're at the very tip of your best cola.
So every time Masonic Smoker
So you need to
uses
make
his
sure.
atomizer, people ask him what kind of atomizer is that, and he says Hydromax. and then people go Google it and see what kind of atomizer that is.
It's a fucking atomist. 286 4B.
That's what he really has. Yeah, that's
exactly.
what it really
I know
is.
if you contacted me on a different time, I would tell you the exact serial number of the fucking thing he has.
But at the
it's
moment,
not a hard item to
240-3B.
get. Yeah, it's not a hard item to get. We can get you one. A lot of other hydro shops, our hydro shops can get you one. But yes, atomizing is the best way to go about it. But the most important thing is that it's not necessarily a contact, as in like if it lands on the pest, it's going to do its job.
Yeah, it doesn't come that way.
But it needs to be placed where they're at because it requires them to eat it.
They eat it and then die.
They need to eat it. The caterpillars or the worm or the soft-bodied pupa, whatever, I don't know the category of caterpillars is, but they need to ingest it. They have to ingest it. So it needs to be where they are at. If it's not where they're at and they're moving and they move to some other location where you did not spray, they will survive and they will continue to do their thing and ruin your buds. So you need to be thorough, you need to be exact, and you need to spray everywhere and get full coverage. And then it will work, and it will work for sure, and you will not have caterpillars, and you will not have to worry about that. But it has to be applied early, and it needs to be applied consistently.
And don't leave the bottle of caterpillar killer in full sun or anything.
No.
It goes under the kitchen sink. And that way, when you use that, all the bacteria is alive and good and working when it hits
It's
the plant.
live. It is a biological. It is a live, living organism that controls another.
And it stinks. Like, you'll know the BT smell when you open it. It has like that Foot Locker smell or whatever. But
Yeah,
if it smells spoiled, then don't use it. It should have that smell.
Just
that,
use
like,
it
yeasty
and then go
smell.
buy some new stuff, because I rather use some old BT that only has 1,000, however many per.
BT is the shit that you can use spinosad, but spinosad has a
marks bees,
and it's a neurotoxin that if it's too abundant and you smoke it, it's potential
Nerve
hazard.
damage. Dog, I'm trying to do
I will tell you- did you just see that again? My mic was completely protected against that burp
It
because of
protected me too.
my new N95
If that mask wasn't there,
mic
more burp
mask,
would've
now
got over to
available to
here.
all broadcasters, podcasters. You wanna keep your microphone safe and be able to have it used by others? Well, guess what? My Heavy T's
Can you
new
just tell this guy what he
N95
won?
microphone mask will protect you. Can I get some my product pitch music?
Only
please?
$10.99.
Hey!
Three payments.
BMC here. Hey, Heavy T here. Brand new to the podcast and broadcast world, the N95 Heavy T microphone cover protector / prophylactic will keep your microphone safe and secure from germs and airborne disease. That's right. Get yours right now at dfzradio.com. A 4-pack is only $99.99 plus shipping and handling.
That's it?
Yeah. Right now, you get a 4-pack. You can cover 4 microphones for multiple broadcasts that are just you. So you give each individual their own N95 microphone prophylactic.
TN95.
The droplet microphone protector.
I'm
does
gonna use
not
this from now
protect you
on.
from COVID-19 and DFZ Radio's.
Hydro Chef, this is how you get back in the studio, is that we just use these. That's right. And you wear a mask, and you don't bring your side chick. All right.
Available, all
We got another caller. Who we got? Oh, Vinny. We're going to say Vinny for after this break. We'll get to Vinny. Vinny, hey, hang tight. I want to talk to you again, but I feel like
He
he'll
made
be
it.
alone. I got to pay. He made it. He's allowed to stay on.
It was like the highlight of the show last week.
Hey, what do you got? Let's do a
We riding on ride, bro.
Let's ride on my ride. That's what I'm saying.
Try not to ride in
I
your
dare
ride.
you.
I wish a motherfucker would ride on my ride.
Just riding in my ride. In my ride. Riding in my ride. In my riding. Riding in my ride. In my ride. Riding when I see it, I'm a leaper, so I piece it. All I need is my speakers, yeah, the beat to rip. And to speak of this, on some deeper shit, I'ma eat with this, you can't compete with this. Keep the reefer lit, keep the heater hit, call it cheetah swift. When I hit my destination, I need some drinks to sit and keep on going, keep on growing. Zoning, I'm not going home. Papa was a rolling slow, traveling down this lonely road. Never know where he's gonna go, but oh so ready though. Calm like the calm before the storm. Life's a metaphor, can't ignore. What's in store? Mechanic doors opening. I'm focusing, I'm hoping. I'm not hopeless. Everything that I've been working for, everything I've been hurt for, like a hunger that you can't ignore. It's right there and you can't afford to let it go. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just riding in my ride. In my ride. Riding in my ride. In my riding. Riding in my ride. In my ride. Riding in my riding in my riding in my riding in my
Symphonies tuned to a level volume. Windows cracked to feel the chilly breeze of the spirits calling. Night lights crawling, ricocheting off the water. Vision in the rear mirror, plus I'm watching what's before me. 360 peripherals keep us in the middle, like hubcaps rolling through instrumentals. It's the minimal, Millennium Falcon, master movement, middle dimensional. Metamorphosis minerals, laser, DeLorean missiles. Megatron reassemble, coming together in the car with foreign symbols. Brazilian, African, and Castaneda. Say the math for later, for now just enjoy the flavor. Golden, Babodi, Quani inside, I forget the label. Japanese tires around American rims on a European car. Beautiful, but so bizarre. And it's all on top of a black top. Riding through space, light speed, time still at a racer's pace. The final race.
All right, that was the greatest song ever created, called Riding in My Ride by the Saint 562. We'll be back, Heavy T's Grow Show, dropping more grow knowledge after these messages from our sponsors.
DFCRadio.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy T.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Want to let you know about my vegan forest. That's right, I said it, vegan forest. Harvested from all the vegan NorCal hippies I could find. That's right, from the hippies themselves. They go in and food for me with all the vegan diets they have. And my son, Dr. Meanie Duff, went through for all the corn and raisin content available. He gave me thumbs up. It's great for your soil. Amend it now. That's right. The vegan forest. From all the NorCal hippies out there, thank you very much. Keep eating that raisin and corn, bros. Awesome. Amend your soil now.
That was awesome.
Hey, are you all right?
I don't know, man. I am freaking out. I think I'm having a bad trip, bro.
A bad trip? Things look fine to me. Looks like you just transplanted your girls into some happy hippie garden mix from Sanctuary Soils.
So I'm not freaking out?
Oh, you're freaking out, all right. And I would be too. That's no ordinary potting soil you've got there. That's a premium organic blend that includes composted forest material, peat moss, perlite, pumice, lava rock, some of the best worm castings available, humic shale ore, dolomite lime, azomite, soy meal, and gypsum.
That's a lot of stuff. Did you just read all that? You just blew my mind, man.
It's a lot of good stuff that you can only find in an organic, natural mix like Happy Hippie.
So what you're saying is, with Happy Hippie Garden Mix, I shouldn't panic because it's organic?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that, and you shouldn't either. Although I guess you aren't wrong. Here's the deal. You aren't having a bad trip, bro. This is all great news. You're providing your plants with everything they need to get off to an incredible start.
So I can't taste colors then?
No. But you will taste and see the difference in your fruits and flowers now that you're using Happy Hippie Garden Mix from Sanctuary Soil. For more information, you should check out bulksoil.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
DFZRadio.com.
forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. 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 Those who died are justified for wearing the badge. They the chosen one. You're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge. They the chosen one. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge. They the chosen one. You're justified. Those who died for wearing the badge. They the chosen one. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. 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 And 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 now you do what they told you.
Okay. Wrap this shit.
Justified for wearing the badge. They get chosen white. You're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge. They get chosen white. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge. They get chosen white. You're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge. They get chosen white. Come on.
Hey man, don't turn it down. You turn it up. This is the part you turn it up.
Hey, Coachella was canceled this year, and fucking Rage was supposed to be there. Rage was supposed to be there.
I know, they're getting back together. See what B-Real did all these songs? Alright, that's it. Oh, wait, no, it might pump back up right here. Pump it up. Pump it up. Louder, motherfucker! You understand? Push that to the fucking maximum!
It's not getting louder.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Motherfucker!
Yes.
Oh, welcome back.
What do you want me to do?
Instead of canceling,
I want to get one bag of that super really good soil that you guys sell.
I don't know.
Hey, do you hear what's buzzing in the microphone? This is my new cooling neck
Dude,
brace.
What is that shit?
It's cooling me right now. I think I can feel it.
This shit is legit.
This is the only time I felt AC.
That's creating a radio
I want to
frequency.
say we've been sending out so many prizes. I've had to order so many boxes from Uline.
Is that solar
And I got this
powered?
for free. See?
Oh, because you're
Karma,
a
bro.
repeat customer.
Karma comes back. You hook people up.
No,
and you
he's
get
finally
free shit.
ordered a non-charger.
The Uline prizes are
Oh, wait. I think it just died.
The Uline prices are
No, I
pretty
can hear
fun.
it.
Like
No,
you
I
get to
can hear
order
it.
like some crazy
That's
thing
like
you never
5G
buy.
right around your neck.
You're like, yeah, I guess
This is only a
I'll get a leather
$250
jacket with
meal.
an eagle on it. Why not?
right, dude. That thing is.
They got a
fucking-
rifle case on there.
You left your Siri on, so your ankle's swelling.
All right.
Siri's swelling your ankle.
Siri will do that.
5G.
It could be that your ankle. It's COVID ankle swell.
You just gotta turn off.
Oh, it's got multiple settings.
You just gotta turn off your location.
It's got up and down. I just
Siri's
don't know how to
off
turn
on
it-
my shit. Fush out.
Slow down.
Siri
I'm
got your
turning off.
ankle on
I
lock.
turned it off. All right. That's You got the disinfectant. If you want to
Oh,
try
yeah.
it, you can disinfect it.
All right.
No, use the disinfectant wipes.
I got the wipes.
Yeah. All right. 562-653-0707. How many prongs of attack did Garden Spray have?
I was just thinking
I don't
about how
know.
many prongs there was on
I
there.
think it was
It was
27.
a lot.
There's so many prongs
Was it one prong?
that you
Maybe.
don't even know the answer.
Was it two?
Maybe.
Was it a trident?
Ooh, Poseidon's trident.
All right, let's go to phone
the
lines.
triangle of prongs.
Who's up first? Oh, jeez.
We got Vinny.
Vinny, after getting unblocked on social media.
He completely
Hey,
redeemed himself.
dude, last week he put on a fucking
I know.
spectacle.
He's pissed that the episode isn't up because Saint didn't edit out the shit yet.
I
Saint-
did, and then YouTube be lagging.
All right.
The
Well, let's go
YouTube
to Vinny.
police?
They be confiscating and player
They're
hating.
so restrictive lately.
Vinny, I have one question for you, man. How are you feeling? He's
You
snoring.
sleep. This motherfucker sleep.
He likes the
Hello?
You
anticipation.
sleep?
Hey, hold on. I gotta fix my headphones real quick.
Damn, this
Hold up.
He got us on the Bluetooth.
I got Beats by Trey. Not Dre. Now, hold on. Just give me 1 second.
Hey,
Beats by Trey.
his homie hooked these up.
think-
They work.
I think he really was sleeping.
All right, I'm
Is that
right
the same guy
here.
that used to sell speakers in the back of Walmart and say, "Hey,
Crazy question.
They said, "Hey, dog, hey."
I deliver speakers, and for some reason they put an extra set in it. They're usually $600, so just give me 400.
These
and
are
you
German.
They always start off with
Nah,
German
I
engineer.
just
Crazy
fucked up
question.
and, like, I was trying to save money and just I bought Beats by Trey instead of Beats by Dre. I was fucked up. I was tripping. But nah, I'm all right. What's up? What's going on, man?
You can also find those at the local swap meet where Vinny lives.
I was following. You know, I'm a mad follower of the Heavy T Grow Show.
I know you're back. You're back in good graces.
So I seen there was a giveaway of some seeds. I was like, fuck, maybe I can get some seeds.
Oh, so you think that Turtle Birdseed Company, novelty company, is just going to donate seeds to a motherfucker named Vinny?
Well, that's not even his real name, but yeah, why not?
Hey, I love how you still put that in the third person.
That's not
That's your
even
buddy.
his real
Motherfucker
name.
does not exist.
It's gone for a friend.
He's a character. There's characters everywhere, man.
I feel you.
I'm trying to get my Corona Grow 2020 going and shit. You know what I mean? Come on.
I do have 10 packs of turtle seeds, and you're the sixth one. And Vinny, just because of last week, and then you sat on hold for over 30 minutes, Turtle Birdseed is going to send you some of their novelty birdseed.
I'm gonna do a fucking cartwheel. I'm gonna do a cartwheel, but hey, for real shit, you know what I'm gonna do with it, right?
You're gonna sell
throw
it.
it outside.
You're gonna sell it
I know,
like
I'm
you
gonna throw
did
it
black
outside.
markets
I'm gonna throw it
shit
outside.
last week.
I'm gonna throw it outside in a ugly grill with a I'm probably gonna do like 4 10-gallon pots, 2 cocos, 2 of that nasty ass shit you guys sold me of that Happy Hippie. I don't want that shit. You guys got Fox Farm in stock or what?
Happy Hippie is great.
Happy Hippie is number
Dude,
one.
it's number one right now.
I don't care. I don't like it. It's my personal opinion. If
Okay.
I don't like the shit, I don't like the shit.
That's my favorite one.
But I want to do a grow off with some cocoa and some mission fertilizer, you know, and some Happy Hippie soil because that's what I got right now. I'd rather have those for it. I want to do that in that
Who's
cocoa
ripping
and
the
with your turtle
bubbler?
seed.
Does that say it?
Taking bong rips.
That's your
I just
homie.
wanna
Hey,
see what happens.
that didn't sound like a bubbler. It sounded like a light bulb.
I just want to
Who's
see what
hitting the
happens,
light
like,
bulb?
the difference between the cocoa and the soil. Fucking ghetto birds. I can't even hear you, man. These fucking beats
I know.
by Dre.
Why are they all over there, dog? Yes. Ocean Forest is actually out of stock in all of Southern California, pretty much.
Until the
If
end
you
of the
have
year.
not till the end of the year. It's
Jesus
been unavailable
Christ.
for about.
You've been spreading that rumor since
It's
fucking
been unavailable
2017.
for about 2 weeks. But if you want something different, man,
Hydro techniques.
Happy Hippie is
I'm just
designed as a low perlite.
Corona Grow 2020 going. That's all.
The happy.
I'm trying to get my Corona outdoor grow because I ain't got nothing to do. Some bullshit.
Yeah, we know you got nothing to do except call in now.
Oh God, come content, dude. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, he called you out. Hey, this is the realest shit. This is the realest shit. Right here.
I'm here.
This is the realest show ever.
Okay, so
I'm here.
like,
You're here. I'm giving you turtle bird seed. All right, Ocean Force is out of stock. I try to tell you why, but you don't listen. This is the problem, Vinny.
I can't get
Vinny, this is diarrhea de la boca.
Right? I gotta have a girl question, right?
No, you don't.
I gotta have a girl question, right?
No, you don't. You just have to call in. That's what it says. Call in.
Oh, well, that wasn't how it was before. You got a girl question. Shit, I got hung up quick. Bye, you're out.
You got a girl question? Line 3, say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I get the beans from the turtle company, and I'm working with my cocoa and
oh, look at the time. We gotta get going.
All right. Well, cool. Fuck it. Later, bro.
I'm not fucking with you. When you get the seeds, you want to get going. We're here. We got nothing but time.
We're here, but you don't have the seeds yet.
All right. Well, I'll come pick them up. Shit, with that light
We
that
got
you
you.
owe me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about no light.
I don't know about no light either. That I owe you. The light was set, and this fool, it got confiscated off of his porch in Long Beach. I'm sorry.
I'm playing. All right, man. Fuck it. And hey, I like that little mic condom you got going too, though. That shit's cool. That shit'll work.
Yep. No shit.
That's a mic condom. He
Hoarder
just
ain't
coined
gonna
it.
like it.
Prophylactic, I said.
Hoarder's gonna call it the mic shroom.
Upstate said it should be the mic sock.
I thought it was the dropper stopper.
Oh.
The dropper stopper mic sock.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys did a good show earlier, though. Like, nothing was racist.
Yeah, this is the non-racist
non-racist,
watermelon
bro.
contest heavy tea show.
It's non-racist in spirit of the watermelon contest. That doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not
fried
racial.
chicken and watermelon and shit. Like, what the fuck is this?
There's memes.
Are you
There's
gonna
memes allowed in the watermelon contest.
Are you gonna enter in a watermelon
Groundbreaking.
contest?
It's world record breaking.
Right. There are no state fairs.
Hey, Black
we
Market.
Let's hold the biggest pumpkin. Grow your pumpkins
too.
too.
When they got pounds of shitty weed in the watermelon.
Yeah, I seen that meme.
Yeah, we saw your Tio on Instagram.
That's fucked up.
That's racist as shit, dog.
You could enter those hash bar OG plants when you plant them in the watermelon contest.
For sure. Hey, that dude that called in earlier though from Colorado, his goddamn kids are all on the mic and shit. This shit was ridiculous.
Yeah, what was up with that?
You know it's true. You should have said something.
Someone did say something.
I said that's his kid. Yeah.
Well, I was trying
Doesn't matter. Shut him up. I'm talking about weed.
Shut him. It's not our job to shut his kids up.
I'm trying to go 4 pounds of weed in a fucking 2x2 closet. With no ventilation.
Yeah.
Vinny
Me
hates
too.
kids.
Me too.
Well,
do you know how?
Well,
Vinny hates kids.
You're lucky because those turtle seeds, hash bar seeds, are going to grow. In a 2x2 closet, you're looking at probably 16 pounds.
I'm thinking
18 to 16 pounds.
Or 7 to 8 grams.
I mean, you're getting 16 pounds per light.
8 to 11.
Easy.
If you're fucking phospholytic,
12.
It's endless.
You're aerosoling. Stop aerosoling, Vinny. I feel like you're getting me COVID right now.
You definitely gave the entire network.
You don't do
COVID? That shit that Black Market brought me. That shit was terrible. I tried to dab that nasty shit.
You get that's a redab. He already dabbed that shit.
That shit looked like methamphetamine.
That's great.
It was all reclaimed.
That's when you
That's
clean
that black tar.
When you clean your bong out, your binger. Yeah.
I don't even care. It don't make no difference to me. I didn't do it. I gave it to someone else. Here you go. But hey, I called him too early, so I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna call in a minute because you guys ain't faded yet. So I'm gonna call back in like when it's funny.
All right.
Are you trying to get a grand prize?
All right.
Nah, I don't care about that money.
Well, you just
send
We need more seltzers.
Nah, I don't need that shit. I got EBT, dog. I'm calling you on the EBT phone. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Obama phone?
Here's the deal. You need to come up with some better content, and then we'll have you back
No,
on
I
the show.
don't.
Yes, you do.
How do you grow bud in the river?
Cut him off.
How you grow bud in the river?
Cut off.
Come back with better content.
How you grow weed?
Yeah, you out. Make sure that you.
How to go weed in the river.
How you go?
They've been doing it forever.
That's called NFT, bro.
It's called the Fertile Crescent.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go over to line 2.
Always constant motion of water at the roots.
Yep. We got Ray from Compton.
What up, Ray?
What's up, fellas?
What up, man?
Yeah.
Staying
So my
healthy.
question was, yeah, that's right, man. I've been out here doing the car wash. Hey, so my question was about
He working.
about the terps and shit. I'm trying to get it a little bit terpy because I noticed that it doesn't really smell in my garden, and I'm just trying to get it to smell. Like, it's barely starting to smell. So I just wanted to know, like, what can I do? Anything organic?
Grow more terpy plants.
What week are you in?
Genetics.
Actually, man, I'm like in the 2 months of veg. Second month of veg.
Well, until they start flowering, if they're full sun, summer solstice is June 21st. So they're going to start budding then, and that's when the terpenes.
I got them in the tent.
He's indoor.
Okay, well, if
Once
2
you go-
months,
once you go
of
into
veg
flower.
in a tent, how big are these plants?
They're about probably like, because I got like about 14 of them. Got 1,000 watt light.
They're pretty sure he's been topping them like crazy.
Okay.
I mean to see. May need to see some visual.
Sounds like
evidence
this
of
might be Saints Grow. This might secretly be Saints Grow.
Nah, this is Ray from Compton, bro.
I know.
Watch,
Ray, we got you.
Ray,
we got you. No problem.
send Heavy T a picture.
No,
Heavy
we
T
got,
Grow Show.
We got you, Ray. No problem.
At Heavy T Grow
You've
Show.
been topping the plants aggressively, and you've been keeping their height under control.
I'll pull it up.
And you are in a tent, and you're growing with what wattage of light?
I got 1,000 watt light, and I can't dim it, so just 1,000 watt.
You're rocking it, yeah. Yes, I like that.
And
but
the
can
heat
you control
the
it?
environment,
Right.
the heat.
Right.
The only thing, the heat, the highest I've seen it get, it's about like 80, 81 the highest.
Okay.
Are you got CO2 or?
No CO2. I
Are
just
you
gotta get
pumping in? Are you pumping in fresh air?
Yeah, I'm pumping in some fresh air.
Okay,
And
if you could keep it at 80 and add something like the CO2 pads or something else that's not bringing in the outside air that's necessarily going to be what's warming your area, and just extracting the air and then incorporating your own CO2 periodically, you might be better off with what you got going on. But it seems like you know what you're doing, and you just want to get a better product in the
a little better product.
Right. It seems like you know what you're doing. You've been topping your plants. You know how to grow in a tent.
Yeah, I just hit it up with the trellis too.
Right.
Bunch
Yeah.
of trellis.
So
I'm
it
gonna do
seems
two trellis.
it seems like you know what you're doing, and you're just trying to get something better. So Terpinator is something that can get that going for you if you think you're underachieving in the earlier stage in your flowering process, and start to get you with that funk, that smell, that odor that some people want to cover up and some people want to enjoy.
It increases esters and
You don't want to bring out the max odor in the strain.
He wants to know. He wants to be like,
flavor,
"Motherfucker."
smell, and overall potency, and terpenes play into both of those too. They have both flavonoids.
Yeah, I want
and
like even
ester
if I can get like overall more weight, you know too.
So it seems like you got some grows under your belt. You know what you're
Everyone
doing.
wants more weight, player.
Yes. It's the growers.
I think I got 15 pounds in here. Oh, what was
He's
the
got
harvest?
an insatiable appetite for
Three and a
harvest.
half.
Yeah, there's like, dude, it's fisherman's lie. Fisherman's lie.
Hey,
how big was that fish? It had to be at least 10, 15 pounds.
You know,
like it was 3 fucking pounds.
I used to get 5 pounds of light
Yeah,
up
for
in
sure.
NorCal.
Every time.
You know,
Every time I grow.
5 pounds of light.
If I'm growing, that's how much I get every time. But
And I have another question too.
we all
If you-
achieve
if
that.
your store-
What?
Does the store? Do you guys sell like anything that I can put? Because I see a lot of like on YouTube. I see a lot of people have like these bags, and I don't know if it has like wood in there or something, but I know that it has something in there, and that's what's giving them the CO2, right?
Those are mushroom. Mushrooms, if it becomes compromised, will put fungus and also the accelerant in there. If you have fungus in your room, will attach to it and then will be spread by the same accelerant. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. I don't even know
like
what
that
you're saying.
I like the controlled. Well, you can go back and listen tomorrow.
What?
That's the thing. If it becomes compromised because it's sterile, to grow mushrooms correctly, it has to be sterile.
Inside there.
There's an accelerant once you break it.
Correct.
And if it is compromised and you have other fungus in your room and it enters it through airflow, then that fungus will start growing as well.
Right. Okay.
And it will compete with the other fungus and maybe
Yeah,
take
you're
it
talking about from like the mushroom bag or the
right. And so
blue oyster mushroom.
And so you might have heard a couple shows ago we had T&B on. They have the sanitary release and system from T&B Naturals.
Right.
We love green pads as well, but sterility in your grow.
Right.
There is no reason to add variables that that can become loose.
Right. That you really have no.
You hear us talking about bacteria in the reservoir or rhizosphere, and that or other things like using BT earlier, Bacillus thuringiensis, to take care of pests.
Right.
Those are controlled. Those are controlled, and they aren't going to be an accelerant for anything bad. The fungus bags can be that, and that's my point. And most growers, we know this, Dutch and Jack, how we're ham-handed. We're in there. We open the box and be like, so what do we do with this box? It's like, poke this single hole. That's a pencil.
I'm going to rip it open.
I'm all right. Oh, I just got the bag open. How many Instagrams have you seen? They just got the mushroom bag wide open and you're just like.
I've seen them where they just got the brick without the bag. Like, wait, you took the bag off.
That's ham-handed.
I know, yeah. You try to be as delicate as possible. You realize you're like, I'm just not
But take that variable out. Get controlled release of your CO2 with both T&B and green pads. Yeah. And they're activated when you want them to be activated. Some of those mushroom bags come to the store.
They take time to activate.
Dude,
sometimes
sometimes it just doesn't happen properly, and it just
I've seen them stay brown and never really make any mushrooms.
And you're like telling this guy, you're like, hey, it's supposed to be real nice and white, mycelium all over the place, and he's like, no,
it's not active. Never activated.
Never active. Yeah.
So Ray, because I know you're a recording artist, just like our man saying, I'm gonna send you some of our microphone condoms.
Oh, there you go.
He's a recording artist?
I'm gonna send you two. Are you not a recording artist, Ray?
No, not yet, man.
Not yet, dude. He has aspirations.
Right.
You could use these as a face mask. If
Hold on.
You got some bars.
When you do,
Ray,
these are for you.
Hold on. Ray, are you saying that you might have a couple bars?
Nah, I ain't got no talent like that, man.
Are you sure?
I gotta drink a few beers before that comes out.
What's up? What time
pound
is
a
it?
few Modelo's. We'll get back to you and tell you what you want. No, straight up. I'm gonna send you some of the Terpinator like Dutchman over there. Dutchy boy suggested. I'm also gonna
just throwing them all out there, Christian names and everything.
I'm gonna send you some of the green pads. I do have a couple extra laying around in the back. And I will send you some of the turtle bird seed. You're in Compton, so go by Long Beach Hydro, talk to those guys. You can also get good information from them any day of the week during the COVID crisis. They are open now 11 to 7 Monday through Friday, 12 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are being welcomed
2 at a time
by appointment.
That's right, Long Beach Hydro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
The
Ray,
second
man.
wave is coming, brother.
The peak of the first wave.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for everything you do, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ray. Later.
562-653-0707. Let's go to Jesse and Downey.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What up?
What up, Jesse?
How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I just want to ask, because, I've been growing for a little while, but right now I just use Mills and a little bit of CalMag Plus. And I'm running, what is it? I have XL bags. I have 2 of them hanging in my room. And I have an intake, a 6-inch intake, and then a 6-inch outtake for the CO2 as well.
No, not for the CO2. That is not good for CO2. Yeah. If you are infusing CO2 with those exhales and you're sucking it in and out, man, well, where do you think it's going? Do you drive down the highway when it's cold as fuck with your windows down and your heater on?
Yes. Because my shit is overheating.
Right. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing.
Auto tips.
You are paying for infusion in those bags and any CO2, and then you're just removing it.
Right. No, that's right.
So you're going to have natural levels no matter what. You want a higher than natural level when you add artificial CO2.
Right. You want to trap it in there, not extract it.
That was a very good way of saying it. Dutch Master's becoming...
He's the master.
He's becoming the sidekick extraordinaire. You just
somebody just need a little different angle.
We may have to get him a prophylactic for his microphone.
Might have to just give me a fucking paycheck.
Oh, shit. There you go. One
compliment. Seriously, you don't want to exhaust the air.
He's a comedian.
You don't want to exhaust the air of your grow room that you have CO2 in there. Now, it might be necessary, but you don't want to have it going on all the time. So just do it when, there's, in a more sophisticated system, there's actually a system that will work where it will shut one thing off, like your extraction fan, and then turn on your CO2. Allow the room to fill, then it will shut off the CO2. Let that wait for a little bit of time, then turn on your fan again. That whole setup can be pricey, and it's a whole brain that
and
does
it's that. It's not as efficient.
No, it isn't.
It's like a 2005 thing.
Right, exactly.
Controlled environment agriculture.
No, that's like a greenhouse thing.
So hold on, but Jesse,
he has bags.
I feel like
I know exactly.
But hold on, I feel like he was just painting a picture for us, and his question is much deeper than what he's doing with the airflow and the CO2.
Let's dig deep.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that tip. Yeah, but yeah, my question was, I wanted to increase my weight and also my, I guess, terpenes and flavor. Because for some reason, I don't know, every time the flavor just it's not there. The smell is there. It looks nice and trichomy. It's sticky, but just no flavor.
Okay, well, there are products that you can add, and we've talked about them extensively on the show. And you know them, terpenator in any system. If you're in soil, the enhance and the sweetener from Mission Fertilizer definitely do it. But also, drying and curing are a problem that how growers destroy their smell of their plants. That they turn it into A grade into hay grade.
That's true.
It smells like hay.
It's true.
Hay grade.
If you don't take care of it properly post-harvest and processing,
if you bag it when it's wet,
you will ruin it.
And you don't understand how it's gonna dry. And also, genetics are a big part of that. There's not a magic bullet for you to just say, hey, I'm going to add this and it's going to be fire and everyone else's shit is Duff, when you know that that's just a Duff Strandivar.
There is a magic bullet, but it's owned by Monsanto.
Okay. I don't know what it is then.
It's golden. It's a golden bullet.
But I forget what I was saying. I'm tired.
You were telling him that there's no way. You're like, there's a lot of roles. There's a lot of different things. There's a lot of different things that will go into how your end product tastes,
the health of the plant,
and smokes.
The amount of time.
The most important thing is, one, like you said, so we're going to assume that your genetics are good because you said they're sticky, they look good, they smell good, and they're crystally prior to you consuming them. But once you consume them, they do not taste well. They do not taste the same. They're not in line with what you're smelling and experiencing prior to smoking it.
Sounds like we're on a plane.
So,
how are you curing
that would be exactly. That would lead us to the next thing is how are you curing it? If it's not cured properly, then it cannot be consumed properly.
It degrades any of the
and that's what we're.
And if it's a strain that doesn't have a lot, it goes away quick.
Exactly.
So what are you doing?
It could be a post-harvest. It could be something you're doing when you're not.
Zane, why don't you tell them what you're doing so you're so eager and you are less high than all of us?
Do you trim it wet?
You want to hang dry it till it snaps like a pencil. Are you doing that?
Yeah, just like the size of Jack's dick.
That's right. So when I harvest, I leave it in a room.
Okay, yeah. So no, you're drying it.
Let's say finish it.
No, I know. So,
go ahead. Tell us again.
Okay, so just when I harvest, I just leave it in a room with 60 degree temperature and 60 humidity for about 10 to 14 days, and then after that, if it feels like, I guess, not wet, it's not spongy, it has like a little bit of bounce back, I throw it into jars and I leave it there for about another 10 to 14 days.
That's where you are degrading everything.
Are you checking the stems?
Oh, hold on, Sam. We got to answer because you got line one.
Oh,
Did you trim? Did you trim? Did you already trim the weed wet, or did you leave it and hang it as a full complete plant with
He's jarring
most
it while
of,
it's still spongy.
But
It's
just
wet.
let's just start from the beginning. Did you trim it completely and hang the plant, or did you wait with most of the leaves off it, besides like the big fan leaves, and let those leaves kind of drape over your buds and protect them as you dry it? Or did you?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, so at that point, what you need to do, what you absolutely need to do, and this is the most important thing that you have to do, is you need to wait until those stems
You absolutely.
snap.
Then trim.
Then trim them.
Then
And
dry.
if you just are waiting 10 to 14 days, and it doesn't matter what their condition is within the 10 to 14 days, then it's not going to work for you. It's not 10 to 14 days. It's until the stems snap, right?
Okay.
So if it takes fucking 3 weeks for the stems to snap, then that's how long it is. You know what I mean?
Or if it takes 5 days.
There's
whatever.
no fine. Exactly. Or if it takes 5 days. BMC is completely correct about that. It depends on your situation, your
His
plants,
wife told him that.
everything.
She did.
If
She
you
texted
have
me.
small plants, they will dry in 1 week, and the stems will snap, and you can trim them quickly. If you have larger plants, it will take 2 weeks. It will take 20 days. It will take 16 days. It will take 13 days. Whatever that
It
is.
takes the time that it
It
takes.
needs, exactly.
It takes the time it takes. Have adequate airflow. Don't let the humidity
When the
go
stems snap.
above 50%, so you don't get mold. And try to break them up. The more you break the plants up, the more their spaces for
less surface area for moisture.
Moisture will release in more openings.
Yep.
Right. So rather than just a whole plant, try to break it up in 2 or 3 pieces minimum. And some people hang branches.
Right.
But you're spongy. You are jarring it up while it's wet without burping it.
Yep.
If you want to jar it up early, you have to burp it where if you feel it's dry and you need to go check it a few hours after into that. And if it's wet again, you need to take it out and dry it further. Just like Dutch Master was saying, you get the breakage. That's how you know that the entire flower is dry. Because if there's all the inner moisture is in the thicker parts of the fiber, which is the hemp strands, right? The long fiber strands in the stalks and the branches, which are in the inner parts of the flower. And the drier parts, which are less dense, they dry out quicker, obviously.
Yeah.
You know? So as those dry out, what will happen is the inner moisture will start being wicked out by the drier parts until all of that's gone. That's when you dry it. If that inner moisture is still there, the dry parts wick out the inner moisture, and there's no way to breathe it off because they're in a jar. Yeah. And that destroys all of your terpenes. That destroys all of those esters. And you went from A grade to A grade.
Yeah. I mean, you observe that every day if you shop for produce.
Oh, I got trigger finger.
The plants are drying from the
what's going on?
The plants are drying from the outside. They spray them down at Ralph's or Vaughn's, wherever you shop. They spray them down, and externally they absorb that moisture back to their core, and then they don't spray them, and then they release it back from their core back out.
That'll be in the recap,
keeping them completely moist and fresh. You can do that with plants, so it's a very delicate situation where you want the humidity and everything to be pinpoint for the entire time.
Pinpoint.
You do not want fluctuations. Like I
Good
said, if you moisten,
they
have lettuce that's up at the produce section for a week. They've been spraying it down with water over a week. How is that not possible? The plant is willing to take that outside moisture and ingest it and make it involved with itself. Your weed plants will do the same thing. If
Osmosis.
it becomes dry,
it's a sponge,
and then the plants dry quickly, but then it becomes wet, they will take that moisture back up, and you'll get that gummy, sticky, weird feeling that never tends to dry out properly.
And then
you've ruined it. Everything.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a common thing that happens to everybody all the time.
It fucking happens.
Never happened.
But once the lessons learned, you learn from those
not
lessons, and then it,
When I start taking my own advice, I'm gonna be the king of shit island.
Dude, you'd be the best grower in the world.
I've seen packs like be crispy dry, like crispy
Oh,
dry.
I'm the best grower in the world.
Go
I'll do
open it in another room.
Not with those 98 Von Zippers.
And it gets wet just from being open in that different room.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Peace out, bitches.
Because it was drying in the dry room. It was
Yeah.
trimmed in a dry place.
Right.
And then you bag it like that, and then you take it to a regular room with 70% humidity, whatever,
Yeah.
and you open it, and it starts to get gummy again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gummy, yummy.
So if it is too wet and you already broke it down, trimmed it, because a lot of things can be trimmed at that, and you're in the jar and be like, I can't hang it back up. Simple thing is you put it in a paper bag. The paper bag is drier than the buds. It will then act like how the bud did and wick the water away. Put a fan on the paper bag, which will help the bag evaporate the water, and then it will save your buds.
The bag's like sucking moisture off of the buds and then drying faster.
And then exhausting it, yeah.
Yeah, it goes to the outside, and if it's too much moisture, it will get wet, and now you're in a dilemma because that will become mold.
Yeah, the room needs to be dry enough, even with the bag.
And that's when he knew he fucked up.
That's when everything.
This is the point Heavy T knew the microphone prophylactic would not sell.
3 prongs.
It's trending right now on Instagram.
Hashtag go. Everyone right now, all 12 listeners, go. Hashtag microphone prophylactic.
That's too long for a good hashtag.
All right, Jesse, you got some turtle seeds, man.
All right, Mike Pro.
You also got some turtle seeds. That's about all I got left to give away.
And some terp. And some terpy.
No,
Perpy.
I got
Terpy.
I got purpies. Purpies and turpies and turtle seeds.
Yes.
Bird seeds. Novelty items. Not to be germinated. Only to be germinated in accordance with your state laws.
Just souvenirs.
Only to be like
They'll be fed to birds.
Right.
It's bird feed.
All right, remember this.
Bird seed.
Smoke weed every day.
Bird
Be kind every day. Pay it forward every day. And nothing will go wrong in your life except COVID. All right,
Okay, we forgot you were on the line. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Stay on hold. We're going to get your info.
Yeah.
Ooh, great prize. Have a great prize.
The evolution of heavy tea from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
I can't think of a
It's
grand
great.
prize question.
That's
Can
why
you guys-
Vinny called
We've
back.
got one.
I can't even think of one.
That's why Vinny called back. He think we're drunk enough now.
I was trying to know about the grand prize. How many prongs? How many prongs?
We're going to forget he's Vinny.
How many prongs is the attack?
On what?
Garden spray.
He got the
What
grand
product
prize.
is that?
Guard.
I don't have my phone.
Guard. GUARD in spray.
It has-
SPRAY.
It has prongs.
Has a prong attack.
How many?
But how many?
How many
Have you
attacks?
seen that guy's Denzel Washington? Denzel Washington.
Is it like the
after.
cracking?
How many prongs
Is it like the cracking?
are in your
Anyways,
garden spray?
how many prong attack? How many prong? Because we talked about 1 and 2 prong, but how many prong attack is the Guard in spray?
$250 worth
Rhizoflora.
of groceries from Instacart thanks to Terpinator Rhizoflora, Left Coast
They're
Wholesale,
one of the
Pacific Grow Supply, Mission Fertilizer, Bulk Soil, Hydrodynamics, Clonex. Our boy Trenton Beecham was on the show maybe a year and a half ago or
He'd
so.
be whipping
He'd
that
be
Mustang.
whipping the whip.
Dude, he is.
He'd be
Tipping
riding
the
his
whip.
ride. He rides in his ride.
They're about,
Riding in the
they're
whip.
about to get back on the track on the drift thing.
Dude,
I'm
the
hoping to
track
get
is
him in
back.
some-
It's actually one of the biggest, the first things that was back NASCAR is one of the, hey,
Yeah,
sports
because
are back.
they're social
Cool story.
distancing in
What's
the
the
cars.
grand prize question?
Whatever, dude. You know,
The grand prize question is
California
garden
girl.
spray has how many prongs?
How many countries did Hugh Hauser visit when he went to San Isidro? And was it amazing?
2.
Or was it fantastic?
Either if you got the answer to either one of those
No.
questions,
The serious
Hold
question
on.
is
Was
how many
it-
prongs?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, this is the question.
Okay.
How did Hugh Hauser What adjective did he use to describe his visit to Mexico? Was it amazing? Was it fantastic? Or was it
California?
I can't believe it. That's or was it unbelievable?
These are all dolls made out here in where are we at?
You mean to tell me right here, right now, I could win $250 with the Instacart groceries? That's amazing.
But can we be clear about what they need to answer?
Yeah, what is the question?
It is they need to know how many prong attack. How
many
prongs?
prong attack on garden spray?
Now, when we say prongs, I don't think there's like a suggested number for prongs.
No,
I'm just punching.
there's just
Right?
In my combo.
Like a fork has 4 prongs.
Yeah, forks have 4 prongs. Yeah, that's what a fork has.
Right.
Forks have 4.
Unless it's a salad fork, it has a different amount of prongs.
Sporks, even sporks have 4.
That might be. They might have 3.
Don't say numbers, you assholes.
No, we're talking about sports.
We said 4 and fork.
Oh, sports?
4 and fork.
I know about sports.
Forks,
but anyway,
did I tell you my fantasy league domination?
No, you don't have a fantasy league.
How many trophies I got? The Big Daddy.
So, but everybody that's won the groceries has been stoked. They got them like Thursday the next day, and they post a picture, and they're like, "Thanks for the groceries. This is bomb."
It's been a powerful thing.
Yeah. So how many?
And I want to say this once again. This is the most powerful show. Due just to the music score. And the original, it was a score. It was a score. And the original conversation, the conversation that we had in the beginning is made for a powerful episode.
We didn't write the music. It's not unique.
Shut up!
This episode
Saints wrote the show.
It's gonna go down in history.
God damn it!
As the best show of 2020.
Okay, stop.
You ruined it.
Hammer time.
That's not speech. Jack got it.
Okay. All right, let's go to break. And remember.
But can you clarify what the
it's how many prongs?
How many prongs of attack are in garden spray? It's A, certain number.
A, B, other certain numbers. And C, another certain number besides the other 2 certain numbers that were mentioned in A and B.
Yes.
You got to know the correct number to win $250 in groceries.
562-653-0707. Phone lines are now open. If it's busy, call back because people do get dropped. Right
It's
here.
amazing.
Oh, Joni Mitchell.
This song is amazing.
I love this song. You know what? I'm in Mexico, and right now I'm back in America. That's amazing.
That's just unbelievable.
Put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. And they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, or leave me the birds and the bees. Please don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. I said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
77 Elko, riding down the west coast. Candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potens. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass and titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California,
Compton, California, yeah, the city where I was raised. Second son to Easy E, so don't be amazed. Same nigga, same flow, same mind frame. I'm all about the Lucci. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family of cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in a pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2, 1.
California, yeah, the county of LA. California, California, California. What else can I say? California, A, in the county of LA. Just me and Mary J. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Easy E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops. I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and I'm about to get the dipping. It's California, A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets. Cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry. Models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case, and we spitting big faces. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California,
DFZRadio.com.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
You know, C is for cookie, and darn it, that's good enough for me. I'm Brody Walker, the Techno Warlock. Please listen 10 to 12 every Sunday to hear me ramble on about tech stuff that benefits you. DFZradio.com.
He hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right, that's right.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. You know, they save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Oh, bro, what? So I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707, for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Hey, are you all right?
I don't know, man. I am freaking out. I think I'm having a bad trip, bro.
A bad trip? Things look fine to me. Looks like you just transplanted your girls into some happy hippie garden mix from Sanctuary Soils.
So I'm not freaking out?
Oh, you're freaking out all right, and I would be too. That's no ordinary potting soil you've got there. That's a premium organic blend that includes composted forest material, peat moss, perlite, pumice, lava rock, some of the best worm castings available, humic shale ore, dolomite lime, azomite, soy meal, and gypsum.
That's a lot of stuff. Did you just read all that? You just blew my mind, man.
It's a lot of good stuff that you can only find in an organic, natural mix like Happy Hippie.
So what you're saying is, with Happy Hippie Garden Mix, I shouldn't panic because it's organic?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that, and you shouldn't either. Although I guess you aren't wrong. Here's the deal. You aren't having a bad trip, bro. This is all great news. You're providing your plants with everything they need to get off to an incredible start.
So I can't taste colors then?
No. But you will taste and see the difference in your fruits and flowers now that you're using Happy Hippie Garden Mix from Sanctuary Soil. For more information, you should check out bulksoil.com.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolex's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolex's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately. You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFZRadio.com.
You are listening to the Heavy T Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
DFZRadio.com.
But the situation going on up inside my head today. My mind is running round in circles, trying to make sense of the people who are running everything today. All these politicians tweeting, got their message on repeat, and try dividing us with fear and hate. I wish I could find a better way to say this. This world is so fucked up, but I ain't never giving up on it. Never giving up on it. Never giving up on it. This world is so fucked up, but I ain't never giving up on it. Never giving up on it. Never giving up. I wish I could find a better way to say this. We ain't asking for money, we just wanna make change. We do it for all of the people who need it, cause they got a voice and a name. I can't believe how we living today. I got this anger and sadness and pain. They can build walls, but we can build bridges, and we can be part of the change. I wish I could find a better way to say this. I wish I could find a better way to say this. This world is so fucked up, but I ain't never giving up on it. Never giving up on it. Never giving up on it. This world is so fucked up, but I ain't never about the situation going on all around the world today. There's a billion different people doing a billion different things to make a billion places better today. And hey, I know that we can make a better day. This world is so fucked up, but I ain't never giving up on it. Never giving up on it. Never giving up on it. This world is so fucked up, but I ain't never giving up on it. Never giving up on it. Never giving up. Hey, I know that we can make a better day.
and
motherfucking G. This
You know
is what I'm talking about right here.
It's $1,700.
Right here.
Yeah.
This is
Dude.
DJ
And
Big
dude,
Daddy
real talk is
Longstroke
$1,700.
We're back.
on DFZ Radio.
Everything about that's nice.
Your microphone's
Bulk
on. Put on
carrier,
your headphones,
fucking
you
barrel.
son of a bitches.
Great.
We're back.
We're
All
talking
right.
about gunsmithing.
Yeah, I want to welcome y'all back to DFZ Radio. This is
howdy,
Big
howdy.
Daddy Longstroke.
Down here.
And these boys, gunsmiths, made so much money. But they blew it all away. For me, I spent all my money on fast cars and women. The rest I just wasted.
Yeah.
You like that?
I wrote a song about it. What do you hear?
It's called.
Is that chicken fried? I don't know.
It's called I Got a Drink.
All right, we have 6 people that think they know how many prong of attacks Garden Spray has. How many prong of attacks does Garden Spray have? All right, so it's 1 through 6. Let's focus on it. We're going to randomly draw. What's that buzzing?
What is that buzz?
3.
What is that buzz?
I don't
Who
know.
got the fan on?
I'm not buzzing.
You got your neck fan on?
Oh, he's got his neck fan on. Turn his leg off.
It's line 3.
He hit it in his
Is it
hair.
like they showed that you did it?
It was hidden under his hair. Random generated. Can
Line
you see
3.
it?
3, I see it.
Line 3. Who you
Line
got?
3.
We got Manny.
Hold on, let me turn my fans off.
From the CPT.
Manny.
PT.
I got it. I got the answer. Been listening to you all day.
Okay.
We gotta ask the question first,
Hold
man.
on,
Manny.
Handle.
Go ahead, BMC.
How many prongs is in Garden Spray?
And is it fantastic? Or is
That
it
would
amazing? Or is it... what was the other one? I can't believe it. Wow.
All right.
It's 3.
Yes.
That is
I
correct.
don't know how you paid attention and
You listened very well, my
I don't know
friend.
how you knew that.
You're the worst motherfucker ever. Yes.
That's right.
Slow down for the host of the show.
That's fucking right.
Build for suspense. Come on. He's
anticlimactic, man.
Hey, can I live now?
All right, show's over.
Yes, it is 3 prongs of attack.
Yes.
What are they? What are they, BMC? Remind us.
We got the 3 prongs. I don't know what they are.
And they got prong 1, they got prong 2, and they got prong
and
3.
prong 3.
Yes.
It
And there's 3
desiccates, it suffocates, and it
Eliminates.
obliterates all of your
And
pests.
it emancipates.
It dehydrates.
And tonight it should be emancipating.
It procreates.
It's emancipating. It
Reiterates.
It emancipates your plants from being infected by the motherfucking bugs and mildew.
Garden Spray. Guard your plants.
Remember this, Manny? That you just won $250 worth of groceries, courtesy of the Heavy Tea Grow Show sponsors. We ask
There he is.
We ask that you do not buy a bunch of
Coronas.
Coronas.
Yeah, buy some fucking
Modelos
steaks and fucking some good food for you and yours.
If I get submitted a cart that says
there it is.
cases of Michelada juice,
You can't have that. You can't do that. You can get Clamato.
but this is what it is, man. We're paying it forward. The sponsors are paying it forward. If you have the opportunity, Manny, you pay it forward. Humanity. If you have the opportunity, you pay it forward as well. All of our listeners,
Absolutely.
man, acts of kindness can go a hell of a long way. and there is a chain reaction. Just like there is to negativity, positivity, the flow around us. Manny, because of that, you were able to call in, get the right answer. We appreciate you. Stay on the line. We're going to get your stuff. All the other callers that had the right answer.
You don't win nothing.
No, you're going to get a Heavy T Grow Show T-shirt. The
You
grow
are.
must go on.
Now Saint's like, I got to get all
Now I gotta go
t-shirts.
every caller.
Yeah.
No, we did it because
Get all their address.
BMC wanted to be foul.
Yeah.
We had to give him out.
All right, Saint.
What about Vinny? He's on the line.
Vinny, give him one. Give him a fucking T-shirt. Tell him to come pick it up in 2 weeks.
Give him the woman's
He's
tank
close
top.
enough to come pick
the
it up.
woman's tank top for Vinny.
Okay.
I'll drop it in the bushes where you got that box of that prize I
Same
left.
spot.
All right.
Same bush.
Every Wednesday night over there, Manny. Who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T Grow Show.
Yeti! That's right. Yeti. Hey, be kind to others. Pay it forward. Stop being assholes. More trees, less assholes. Right? We all have the stress, everything that's going on. Fuck that. Grow your own. Be your own. Be self-sufficient. And also be tolerant of other people. Know that your situation isn't the same as theirs. So, for Dutch Master, BMC, Jack.
The neck fan.
The neck fan.
St. Diesel.
Other than that,
We out.
we out, motherfuckers. Peace out. He doesn't have it ready.
I do. This song's like very slow intro.
Oh, what is it? Bump it.
I got places to go, man. Let's go.
When the Yamakitians start get trade, a lot of weak.
This is The Strong Will Continue by Nas and Damian Marley.
The strong will continue. Do you have it in you? 'Cause we've got a journey to go. And when the battle get sour and straight, a lot of weak heart with the end moan. Only the strong will continue. I know you have it in you. I know you have it in you. Hey, the victory is found in truth, like innocence found in youth. Self-defeat is your own dispute, and when you put yourself in your own shoes, it's either you're winning or losing. Don't you get it confused, 'cause you're starring in your own movie, playing out the role you choose. So stand up and fight if you know say you're right, and know you will never fail. Tipping the scale and the wind shall prevail, and the boat shall forever sail. Hey, there ain't no stopping or cruising, even when we're better than bruised. Outrun all the sprinters and Mount Olympus, my God, tougher than Zeus. Yamakitian started trade, a lot of weak heart are weeping more. Only the strong will continue. Do you have it in you? 'Cause we got a journey to go. And when the battle gets sour and straight, a lot of weak heart are with the end moan. Only the strong will continue. You know you have it in you. You know you have it in you.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, New York to Cali, for the money, power, respect. It's a journey, some will get left behind. 'Cause in life, you cannot press rewind. Get it right, you only have one first chance to make one first impression that lasts a lifetime. Reputation supersedes itself. Do you believe in hell? Babylon, greed for wealth. Do you deceive yourself and let your ego swell? And disregard those who most need your help. Thick skin, the dark won't take my soul. Survive spiritual wars, see my wealth in the evil spilt. But the faith is stronger. I saw grown men fall when I was a youngster, but I clenched my fist, ready to go against whoever tied my Timbs and rise in the end.
Yamakitian started trade, a lot of weak heart are weeping more. Only the strong will continue. Do you have it in you? 'Cause we've got a journey to go. And when the battle gets sour and straight, a lot of weak heart are with the end moan. Only the strong will continue. You know you have it in you. You know you have it in you.
forever, but never say never. Every goodie want better, just be a go-getter, and always be clever in every endeavor. Contrasting time, God, contrasting pleasure. Your birth right to pleasure, from your navel string sever. The land and the treasure, work for whatever. Just say don't be a beggar, the Alpha Omega. We bless every soul, no matter which day in the prepper. The immortal stepper, we live in every skin, no matter which color leather. We never let we don't walk here which kind of weather. You're destined to rise like the son of Rebecca. Don't stop for a second, every man reckon it sure would be good to be there. But I say an Mecca when the gates are finally closed and the saints go marching in. And start get trade. A lot of we got a weeping more. Only the strong will continue. Do you have it in you? 'Cause we've got a journey to go. And when the battle gets sour and straight, a lot of we got a weaker and more. Only the strong will continue.
I'm a street lifer, always harassed by the C ciphers. Chief like Geronimo with his peace pipe. I emerged from the street life. This for the homies who relate, know what it be like. My QB life, taking a turn to the Louis the 13th life. Twisted and mangled, sorta like Bruce Lee life. Cursed with his son Brandon. If that's you and me night, I pray our fate's greater. I speak life, I still matter as a rapper, not doubting. Even Tony Braxton's how to deal with Craig Cowman. How in the hell am I supposed to stay comfy when I pay child support alimony monthly? Got Maseratis and Ferraris. Only like a woman who's a rider, but only hoes want me. Single life crazy, niggas wives on me. I say stay faithful, they say they man corny. So I'm stuck with some married women so far, cheating while they husband rushing on the 40-yard line. Wonder if this is what my ex did the whole time. Good niggas seem to always end up with some hard times. Hope not, if a pimp slipping in the whole plot. Ain't nothing to a G in a two-tone drop, kid, and it don't stop. See a nigga disappearing with the baddest honeys in the whole spot, yeah.
Next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFZRadio.com. DFZ Radio.